neighbors. We are your sons and daughters. While we serve part-time, we are learning valuable life and job skills. We are earning money for college, for trade and technical schools, and for certifications. We are proud to serve both our country and our home state. We are your Louisiana Army National Guard.
Sponsored by the Louisiana Army National Guard. Aired by the Louisiana Association of Broadcasters and this station.
While you're busy with spring cleaning, we'd like to add to that clutter. In your bank account, to the tune of $5,000. It's the 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge Spring Cha-Ching, powered by Citizens Bank and Trust. Use the cash for your next big project, a vacation, or just treat yourself. Register today at 1045ESPN.com. $5,000 cash could be yours.
Oh, I can't believe this!
It's Spring Cha-Ching from Citizens Bank and Trust and 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge.
Your Porsche, Audi, or Land Rover isn't ordinary. Your mechanic shouldn't be either. At Vex European, our skilled technicians provide precise repairs, routine maintenance, and transparent guidance tailored specifically to your European or exotic vehicle. Vex European, where precision meets performance. VexEuropean.com.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21-12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning at 7 a.m. here on Wednesday, April 30th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 85 in hour one of today's show. We'll recap LSU baseball's run rule victory over Southeastern last night in midweek action. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number one of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz of Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go!
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Oh! Pucker up! And tell your radio good morning. Good morning, everyone. Hope you're having a great morning here on this Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Rolling right along, as is this LSU baseball team. And we'll get to all of it. Get kind of a random document in some ways today. Of course, we have our LSU midweek baseball recap, maybe even look forward to the weekend a bit. I do want to continue to talk about some of this Saints draft class and developing thoughts specifically that I have on Shuck and Neil. I've got a random congrats to Alondra segment in here today. We will not have Matt Flynn in hour number 2, but we might do some flustering type things and knock off Bucky's.
What's that bum
some
doing?
Recruiting, dad stuff. Daddy stuff, you know how it be, man. We'll probably get into Tyrese Halliburton's dad acting a fool and Giannis almost killing him a bit later in the show as well. And
now, that's who he sent to the front lines.
Who?
Versus the gorilla.
Oh, Halliburton's dad?
No, Giannis is on the front lines of but
obviously
having an opportunity.
I agree, but or maybe we save Giannis because Halliburton's dad is the one who clearly is not scared.
That's true.
Like he's going to get torn apart by the gorilla, but he'll talk stuff to the gorilla.
Yeah.
All
right, fair enough.
And then Giannis can come in right behind him. Hope everybody's having a great day today. Jakey, what's up, dude? How we feeling?
Feeling good. Katie and Harlow are going out of town this weekend.
Oh, nice.
They're going to California, so girls trip. So just trying to figure out how to get all the 97,000 things that moms do done while she's gone with the 4 boys.
Yeah, they're pretty old at this point. They can take care of themselves.
It's not that. That part for sure. It's getting them the places to take care of themselves.
Yeah, we're just going to take the weekend off this weekend, a little bye week. Just a little bye week for the boys. Sorry, guys. No lug nuts, no nothing this weekend. Enjoy yourselves.
That doesn't feel like being a good teammate.
It's not my fault. It's the way it happens. Alondra, what's up, girl? How we feeling?
Good. Wednesday, halfway through the week.
Yeah.
So.
Okay, great. Taylor, what's up, man? You worked the game last night. How was that?
It was good, man. LSU put on a hitting display.
Was it hard for you?
What do you mean?
I'm a little Southeastern.
You graduated from Southeastern.
No. I know where you're going with that.
Two loves doing battle with one another.
There's not really a contest between those two. No, it's cool because you walk it off on a grand slam. That's always really fun. So, yeah, it's a good game.
Southeastern a good team too, leading the Southland Conference. So
33-12 now after that loss.
So I mean, don't get it twisted. This was a way more quality midweek performance than you might think. But before we get into all of it, guys, remember, if you want to come hang out with us on today's show, where can you go? YouTube.com/1045 ESPN. Hop there in the YouTube chat and just comment your little heart away. Guzzlord, hope to see you in there pretty soon.
Shout out Guzzlord.
Shout out Guzzlord the Guzzler, one of our favorites. And then, you can get in there and get involved. And for now, let's go ahead and, you should hit the like button as well. And you should subscribe to OTB Saints. You should subscribe to OTB LSU. You can find the podcast wherever you find podcasts, except Spotify, but everywhere else. All right, let's go ahead and get this show started.
It's time to get to work, courtesy of Tiger Labor and Staffing, where they can help take care of screening, training, payroll, and more. Now, for starters.
With the shortest waiting period in the industry, Tiger Labor makes it easy to transfer top talent onto your payroll quickly. Tiger Labor personally vets your workforce to solve all your staffing needs, whether short or long term, and they're not just forwarding resumes to you, but interviewing and dispatching in person every morning at 5 a.m. Shout out to Tiger Labor and Even. So let's start with the midweek game last night, guys. LSU. Alondra, did you have any luck finding that?
Yeah.
Okay, you got him?
Mm-hmm.
Because you always love to start a game like this. Okay, Schmidt comes out. He looks good. Top of the first. You get to the bottom of the first. And on the second pitch, here we are, puckering up already.
Speaking of working, Curiel coming off a 4-hit performance, and he sends this one deep to left field. This ball is backing up. You can pucker up. For the second time this season, Derek Curiel hits the first pitch he sees for a home run. That's number 6. Can anybody get Derek Curiel out right now?
Let's go, Lynn, a pucker up, and they would go on to second pitch, but still. Pucker up on the second pitch. Are you kidding me? What could be better? How about puckering up on the second batter as well?
Longest home run in the new Alex Box Stadium.
Well, how about another one? Back-to-back home runs. Curiel and Jones pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Number 15 on the season. The last time Jared Jones crossed 4 bases on one swing was at 1:15 in the morning on Saturday with that 3-run blast, and he follows that with this.
Jared Jones got to get in the weight room.
Yeah, so you heard Jumbo there talking about Jones needs to get in the weight room because the one from 1:30 a.m. on Friday went 452 feet. This one, a measly 444. Damn. Come on.
That's it.
Sweet.
There's a reason why you didn't see any fan grabbing or catching that ball. It went all the way over the scoreboard. Absolutely absurd. So that's how it started, and here we are in the 7th. 1 run will walk it off, and Ethan Fry does this.
And they're going to get it, I think. This ball is carrying. It's a 4-run swing for Ethan Fry. A grand slam home run for Fry ends this game. And the Tigers are getting accustomed to this.
Yeah, you and I we have it in our contract.
Is anybody else shocked?
About
A
what?
little anticlimactic, right?
Not
I mean,
anticlimactic, just no pucker
No
up.
pucker up.
Yeah.
No pucker up
I mean,
on
a grand
the
slam to
walk-off.
end it. Like,
I was-
that's prime pucker
Maybe-
up time.
That's prime. I think he just got lost in the walk-off sauce because
Yeah.
yes, that is. I mean, that's pucker up and kiss this game goodbye.
Yeah.
Territory. But anyway, either way, Lynn, national treasure, absolute legend. Shocking stuff in the no pucker up though.
Yeah, it was.
Maybe he wasn't sure because he said this is going to end it. Maybe.
Yeah, I think
maybe
maybe some of the original.
Maybe he only pucker ups on no doubters.
Well, no. He'll give a late pucker up if he needs to. I think it's look. I mean,
Okay,
hey,
I don't know.
Hey, we love Lynn to death. I am still thinking about he need a bloodhound, a field marshal, and a search warrant to find that ball. I mean, it's one of a million great Lynn calls. Okay, so other things that stood out from last night's game besides just the dominant hitting continuing.
Jaden Newt was dominant. So he comes in, I believe it's the 5th inning. He comes in for DJ Primo, 1 pitch out, then comes up in the top of the 6th, 3 batters, 3 strikeouts. And Jaden Newt was dominant.
I mean, Primo struck out 3 as well.
Yeah, Primo, like essentially every pitcher you threw was really good.
Yeah, and Schmidt, you may look at like the 2 earned runs in 3 1/3, but what was that, a home run that kind of got away from it? You had a big lead, so you're pitching with a little, with a little cushion as well. 7 Ks to 1 walk, I really like. I was reading Hunt Palmer's write-up on LouisianaSports.net, and he was comparing William Schmidt this year to kind of Cade Anderson last year. Maybe in terms of how their outings were looking, how you hope that they could continue to develop over time. So that was a rather promising comp from Hunt. But again, this is a very good Southeastern team. To Taylor's part, I actually didn't know the record was that good. I knew they were leading the Southland. So a quality midweek win that rolls into the momentum, okay? Yes, you have the Northwestern debacle coming off of losing the final game against Alabama with a potential sweep in play. And at that point, things felt pretty bad. And then when it's 3-0 going into the bottom of the 9th on Friday, things felt worse. And that's when LSU flipped the script, changes everything. They win the Tennessee series. They dominate this midweek. And now they got to go to College Station with Texas A&M team that is still playing very good baseball, even after getting swept last week.
Yeah, they did get swept, but all the games were very competitive.
They were all by 1 run.
Yeah.
That's insane. Unlucky.
And what was it? It was
a subpoena, not a search warrant. I apologize, Anthony. You're right.
It's still, I plays.
Subpoena's
it would have
better,
worked.
Subpoena's
They're
better.
both pretty good.
Sorry.
I don't know. Maybe I'm a little biased to search warrant because Dev's line.
Yeah.
But
God, subpoena. My fault, Anthony. Good call. Thank you for keeping me honest. Sorry, Jake.
A&M was incredibly hot going into the Texas series. It looked like a team that it was living up to their preseason ranking, and they still, again, they did play well. So don't take, they got swept by Texas like they're not playing well, like they're struggling again. Yeah. It's going to be a very tough series. You're going to their place, and it's going to probably be their biggest crowd of the year. Like whatever that number is, when LSU comes to town, probably going to be that biggest number. So you go there, and you got to take 2 of 3. That's always the hope when you're on the road in the SEC. That's always what you strive for. Because then you get to come home against Arkansas, right? That'd be very tough to go there, but you get them at home, and then you go to a very, very, very struggling South Carolina baseball team. So,
and that'll be great just narratively, Maneri and all that. But this A&M team, man, feels a little dangerous right now.
Oh, yeah, you can't half-step into this series. If you do, it's going to end up like the Auburn series.
Again, so don't forget, on the road, they took 2 or 3 in Tennessee. On the road, they took 2 or 3 in Arkansas. Then this Texas series where Texas is far and above has the best rate. I mean, what are they? Are they 19-2 now, does that mean? After the sweep in the SEC?
I believe so, yeah.
1 year. I mean, that is absurd. Like, I feel like I naturally want to hand wave it away because of how badly I don't want Texas to be the best team in the SEC baseball-wise. But I guess you got to give credit where it's due.
Yeah.
19-2 is absurd. I mean, you took one of those. Hell, this should make you feel good. For a game and a half, you looked like the better team.
Yeah.
And then everything fell apart. But
The next closest is LSU at Arkansas at 14-7 in the SEC.
Yeah,
so you're
so not
5
even
games
close.
ahead of any other team in the Southeastern Conference.
So the point is you have an A&M team that did what they did to Tennessee and Arkansas, two elite teams. Then, even though they lost every game, I mean, that's still really solid play for them. Heartbreaking, which, like, I guess that's my question on A&M. How will they respond? Because with as much emotion as they had, their former coach they just went to a championship with last year that betrayed them, left them, lied about it. He's on the other side. You want to beat him so badly, and you lose 3 one-run games. And so you make his day. He ruins yours. Like, how do you respond to that? Are you a broken team at this point? Or is your back against the wall? Are you desperate? Are you going to come out fighting? I don't think that's a guarantee, the fighting thing. Last week is depressing enough where it might have broken them mentally and physically. Maybe not. We'll see. Because again, when is a wounded animal most dangerous? Right? When they're cornered and they feel like their lives are threatened. Make no mistake, Texas A&M's SEC lives are threatened right now. So it's going to be great.
They got work to do.
Yeah.
I mean, they've only got 8 wins in conference play, so they need at least 5 more wins here coming up in the next 9 games. If they want to get to that number we always talk about in 13.
Yeah.
So they still got a lot of work to do.
So again, it's going to be a dangerous series. Excited for it. Excited to dive into it on the road in College Station. And you owe them. What happened last year in the series? Oh, we'll get more into the Tigers A&M series as the week goes on. But a solid midweek performance for the boys. Also, I was remiss. I don't really know where this sits in the show, so I'll just mention it now. But shout out to LSU softball, taking 2 or 3 off of Florida over the weekend. First time they've done that against the Gators since 2019. Florida's the number 2 RPI team in the country. They take the series with an 8-run, 6-inning to go ahead and end it. Run ruling the Gators. I know that had to feel very good, very validating for Coach Torina and the team. So shout out to LSU softball. Softball. And I think I would say more because y'all heard about the Mets fan that died yesterday.
Yeah,
I did.
Seymour.
Rest in peace to Seymour Wiener.
Yeah.
Legendary Mets fan. What was he, a season ticket holder for like 80 years or something like that? But rest in peace for sure to him and his family. When we get back, let's talk a little Saints draft because I've got some thoughts on Shuck and Devin Neal, the new running back. Keep it locked here on OTB.
Off the bench.
Get Gordon and get it done. Gordon McCurdy, injury attorneys, there for you when you need them. 225-888-8888. You need somebody who's going to stand up to the big insurance companies and get you what you deserve. You get into an accident. You try to get, again, your just desserts. And they say no. Why? Because they can. They have more money. They're going to try to lean on you. You need somebody to advocate for you and fight on your behalf, and that's what Gordon will do. So you can call 888-8888. You can go to the website, fill out a consult form there, see what cases they handle. And as always, follow them on social media at Get Gordon. Check out some great content with your favorite athletes on the G Team. Get Gordon, get it done.
Go to the website, getgordon.com, and you can literally do it all. You can see what they've done for past clients. You can see cases they handle in the courtroom. It's always at Get Gordon on social media. That is the handle, and it's always your area code in Louisiana, followed by 888-8888.
Off all new 2024 Ford models on our lot. Plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
Gulf Gulf Coast Bank and Trust is giving our customers the power to bank anywhere, anytime during this challenging event. And we're right there with you. Our mobile banking app is a smart way to manage your money and time. Gulf Coast Bank and Trust, the bank that cares about you.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972.
Welcome back to the best morning sports show around. Sorta. It's Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
So this is pretty incredible. Met superfan Seymour Wiener was 98 years old. He was a World War II veteran, which is something. So I have a very good friend, Sarah Kirksey, who is high up at the World War II Museum. She runs all of the tours over in Europe and Japan and everything. If you're looking for a tour, you should hit her up. It's an incredible experience, just unreal. I mean, the entire World War II Museum organization, top to bottom, is next level good. I mean, it's a top 10 museum in the world. Again, the tours are amazing. They're Band of Brother tours, whatever. You go check them all out. But this is something that she laments all the time, and it is the fact that, I mean, we are slowly but surely losing all the World War II veterans.
Yeah, very few left.
It's crazy. It's crazy. It's a sign of just, the inexorable march of time, all that. But to Seymour, World War II veteran, he witnessed Jackie Robinson's first hit in 1947 live. And they said like Ebbets Field.
Yeah.
Said only about 12,000 people were there. He was a Brooklyn Dodgers fan until the Giants and the Dodgers all leave. And so in 1962, he became a Mets fan and has been going to games ever since. 83 years. He was honored last year, went a bit viral. They even used him to promote Dollar Dog Night with the quote, "Everyone loves a wiener," which is great, right? It's a play on winner, it's a play on dollar dogs. But seriously, it's a funny name, and that's the best part. He loved the name. He loved all the jokes. He was laughing about how it was getting picked up in Australia when he went viral last year and everything else. Like he was not. He absolutely loved it. A zest for life. A World War II veteran. Thank you, Seymour.
I was going to say, with
service.
everything that you've listed out there, everything that he's been through, he's seen a lot more than Wiener.
True, exactly. A little, a few online jokes just going to put a smile on his face.
Yeah.
So shout out Seymour, dude. I hope. Well, now you're gonna live. You live forever in the afterlife. So like eventually you'll see a Mets championship. I don't know when exactly it'll be, but at some point, what?
Maybe not.
No, at some point. I mean, I don't know. Will we ever see a Pelicans championship?
I was about to say, as someone who I'm a Chargers fan, and they've been in existence since 1960. They don't have.
I don't know.
Oh, they always start hot.
Yeah.
All right, let's go ahead.
Spend $1 billion. I hope they do something.
I want to talk New Orleans interiors and outdoor living. So let's say you have a brand new home. Either way, it's your greatest asset. So you spend the most time on you and its function. But like it's again, this to take advantage of his 30 years in this business. He's built this company pounding within on interaction with home at any given portion of the day. And it's something like drop down. It's like, you want shutter, shades, draperies, blinds. It's all there at K to Z of OTB. Thank you. You're the best. And yesterday's conversation with Nick. Like Nick made no bones about it that Tyler Shuck is your QB1. And I was someone who consistently in the pre-draft process said that I didn't find the idea of that to be very exciting. And so when he was drafted, there were a lot of people that were on his social media, chirping, maybe just talking online, basically like kind of booing the pick, kind of poo-pooing the pick. And a lot of times even adding him, right? Just sending direct negativity to this kid. Man, 26.
Yeah, fully grown.
And what did he do? He said, if it was easy, everyone would do it. New Orleans, you will get everything out of me. I will die on that field for y'all. Who dat? And is that not the attitude that you want? Like, whether he's good or bad, is that not the approach that we have begged for? Is that not one of the main problems with Derek Carr? Is he so clearly does not want to be here? And so now you've got a young man who does and who says he's willing to give it all. And damn it, if he's good enough for Coach Teef, he's good enough for me. So I guess all I'm saying is, Jake, I am here to say that I am giving myself over to Tyler Shuck fully and wholly. And
I'm
all Saints fans should as well.
No, I'm right there with you. I am right there because of a lot of things you said. And from day one, like, he wants to be here. Like, there's no... Did he go to Chipotle conversations that we're having here? No, like, he is all in. And here's okay, so you've got some name quarterbacks that went after Tyler Shuck, okay? So you've got Shedeur Sanders, you got Jalen Milroe, and we could go, you got Will Howard, Quinn Ewers, whoever, okay? So if you just hustle college football, right? Well, you're like, well, how could they take this guy before those guys?
Yep.
And that's a large, portion of people that watch the draft because they watch. And let's be honest, a lot of Saints fans weren't watching Louisville every single week. They weren't doing it.
I mean, I watch a ton of college football.
Right.
And the Louisville games I watched were portions of the Clemson game. It never got main screen, but it was one of the 4 on the side screen.
Yeah.
And
okay.
Miami, the Louisville-Miami
right.
shootout.
And,
I remember the Louisville-Miami shootout.
And you cover college football nationally, right? So, like, that's a great example. I'm not going to pretend like I watched them live. I watched the same games that you did, probably those same 2 games. Okay, so like that's what you know about Louisville and Tyler Shuck. And it's like I had someone high up in the NFL tell me about Shedeur Sanders. That's where y'all had him. That's not where we had him as far as NFL teams and where he was supposed to get drafted. And sometimes we lose sight of that.
Yeah.
We lose sight of what we think somebody should do and where we think somebody should be picked. And the NFL loves Tyler Shuck. Like Jim Nagy, the former executive director of the Senior Bowl, loved Tyler Shuck.
It was a consistent undercurrent when we talked to scouts and people like that actually everybody's pretty high on Tyler Shuck. I don't know.
I fell into it.
The film's better than what you think.
And look, I fell into it in the Senior Bowl. I was like Jackson Dart and Riley Leonard and Dylan Gabriel, like all these other quarterbacks, the name quarterbacks. I was. And I'm like, oh, yeah, Tyler Shuck. He played with Justin Herbert at Oregon. Like, that's what – like that was my first thought about him at the Senior Bowl. But then, like, you start to watch practice and you start to see he's almost a 6'5", 225-pound guy. He can move around a little bit. You're like, okay, I'm starting to see it. I'm starting to see what Jim and all these scouts are talking about. So I think he fell into that. When he got picked in 40, everyone was on Shedeur Sanders' watch, and I think he suffered because of that. As far as like what the narrative was, draft night.
Yes, as far as generating excitement when his name is called, because his name during the whole pre-draft process was not, it wasn't one that we sat here and were like, ooh, it would be awesome. Again, I feel partly responsible because I feel like I was saying before the whole time, like I'd be poo-pooing it if he took a shot.
And Tay does a good job bringing up when they lost games. He was still very solid, 10 touchdowns, 3 interceptions. And so, like, I have, over the last couple of days, I've gone back and I've done a deeper dive into Tyler Shuck film, and there is a lot of good. Now, you can go back and find good at Oregon. You can go back and find good at Texas Tech, and you can find good at Louisville. He just has to stay healthy. Like, that's my biggest takeaway, because you're going to have people that sit up here and they're going to hate on Tyler Shuck that have not watched a single down of Tyler Shuck film. Not one down, not one throw. They've seen a highlight package and a low light package, and that's all they've seen. But if you dive into the actual film, and if you go watch it, if you watch the end zone copy, he's got different arm angles like Nick talks about all the time, that he can make throws. He's got the size. He's got the pocket presence. He's more athletic than you think. He's
4'6".
He's a 4'6" official at the combine.
That's crazy.
Time, guys. He's got a 33-inch vertical.
He ran at Tech a little bit.
Yeah, for sure.
Well,
I mean,
until we get him some calcium, we don't need him running anymore.
Well, that's why he got hurt.
I mean, I don't know. If I want to go, like I said, if I'm just getting shucked here fully and wholly, and I want to give myself over fully to Tyler, like, I'm going to say he broke both his collarbones because he's laying the wood. He ain't afraid to lower the shoulder. Get in there a little bit. He probably actually got sacked and the guy fell on him. But still, no. He was just running people over.
Yeah, and you talked about his excitement level. Like, it never felt like Derek Carr was excited to be here. It never did.
Even getting paid $40 million a year.
Yeah, and you know me. I hated it from Jump Street, but when he popped onto our Zoom the other day by accident, he was on the wrong SiriusXM show. He was so excited. And this is not on air. This is during a break on a Zoom. He was so excited to talk about the New Orleans Saints and show us he had his 3 Saints hats. And, like, he had this huge smile on his face. And he was already talking about the Saints organization. You've got somebody that is fully bought in. He's got the talent. Really, I promise you, my main concern is not can he play, it's can he stay healthy.
It's and again, I'm a little higher. I don't know about can he stay healthy, but I'm higher on the health front in terms of not having lingering issues, because it is all broken bones pretty much. It's 2 collarbones and a broken leg maybe. Fibula.
He had a shoulder, a collarbone.
I think he had 2 collarbones. I'm almost positive.
He did.
2 collarbones.
I know he had a shoulder too.
It was both non-throwing arm, both times. So
God, that's like one of the most painful breaks I've heard too.
Yeah, but I mean, at least it was non-throwing.
No. Again, these are not injuries that cause your body lasting damage, whatever. Yeah. And he was healthy all last year. So here's to. I'm just saying that, like, okay, now he's here. Look, and this is the other thing, man. You know, I'm not a scout. I don't evaluate quarterback play. I'm not Kellen Moore. And again, so if Coach Teef says this is my guy that we're gonna roll with, then then I'm gonna roll with him as well. And who knows, man? Maybe this is maybe this is the start of something special that you never would have seen coming. Sometimes in sports especially, you get these truth or stranger than fiction moments. And this would make a hell of a story if Tyler Shuck was to end up being a really good NFL quarterback. I had a quote. I was listening to The Two Towers, read by Andy Serkis this morning on the way into work. And Aragorn has a line where they're kind of wondering if they should do this thing because they're worried, like, it's just going to fail anyway. And he says, there are some things that it is better to begin than to refuse, even if the end may be dark. And so I don't know, man. Maybe this doesn't work out. Maybe Shuck sucks. Maybe Teef sucks. But you know what? Damn it. I'm going to go into it fully optimistic and hoping for the best. So shout out Tyler Shuck. I'm on your side now, man. And I hope that you end up being a great quarterback and that you can take the Saints back, make it through this awful Derek Carr contract, and maybe even get back to the playoffs once again. We'll see. Shout out Tyler Shuck. All right, when we get back here on OTB, I do want to talk a little bit about Devin Neal. We just got a little lost in the Shuck sauce there. So some Devin Neal breakdown coming up next here on Off the Bench.
Off the bench.
Go to Cool Pro HVAC, guys. CoolProHVAC.com. Go to CoolProHVAC.com and go ahead and get them out there to look at your system and make sure you're okay, good to go, not having anything catastrophic coming down the pipeline. But you're like, but T-Bob, my system's fine, and I don't want to have to pay a dispatch fee just to get somebody tell me that. Well, you don't have to with Cool Pro. No dispatch fee. We'll come out there, let you know what's going on, and hopefully nothing. But if it is something, they got you. And then maybe you're like, oh my God, the process is so good, I should become a Cool Pro member. $99. Bam. Flat fee, calendar year. Good to go. Priority scheduling, 1 hour windows, 24/7 monitoring, CoolProHVAC.com.
Yeah, T mentioned it, but I need to mention it again because it's that important. No dispatch fee, certified professionals, 24/7 emergency services, trusted local experts as well. They are local. Check them out online at CoolProHVAC.com.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the 2025 Jeep Compass Sport for only $23,995. $23,995 or 2025 Jeep Compass with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
Men, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, Our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
When it comes to choosing energy for your family and your home, make the smart choice with natural gas. You can count on efficient and affordable natural gas to keep you comfortable and reduce your environmental impact to help protect our planet. Together, we're fueling our energy future. Atmos Energy.
Welcome back to more sports talk with some other stuff mixed in. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
I just got back in the studio, looked at my computer, and the first thing I see is Daniel asking, T-Bob, if you got to wear full pads and helmet, would you do a firing squad with rubber bullets for like charity or a cool shirt or something? No. Firing squad with rubber bullets sounds very dangerous still and awful. No. Now, like if somebody's giving like 20,000 to dreams come true or something, then like maybe we can have a discussion. Maybe not like a full firing squad, but no, I don't think so. It would hurt. I'm not Johnny Knoxville, dude. Even though I did fall into a hole the other day of like a couple Instagram accounts that are doing like modern day jackass stuff. And I had two thoughts, one of which was like, oh man, I'm a little too old for this because all this is stressing me out. And the second thought was like, there's not much more room, guys. Like they're doing some really dumb stuff. Did y'all see the kid in hockey pads get tackled down the full flight of stairs?
I haven't seen
his friend spears
I've not
him.
Seen the resurgence of Jackass.
His
so
friend,
like there's a lot of injuries that those pads are just not going to prevent.
It's not tied to Jackass anyway. It's just big social media accounts that are doing really dumb stuff.
Yeah.
His friend, he's got his back to a flight of stairs. His friend spears him. His feet don't touch a single stair. They go all the way to the bottom, and his friend lands directly on him on his back. Like, I don't know.
He's the guy. Well, I guess my question: the guy tackling him, does he have pads too?
Yeah, but his fall got broken by the guy he tackled. Just really dumb stuff. Don't do that, guys.
Do you know the name of this page?
I do not.
Dang.
It stressed me out too much, but I'm sure we can find this tackling pads guy. It's awful though. Don't watch it. Don't watch it.
I've just been sitting here thinking of more Tyler Shuck.
What do you?
The possibilities are just incredible.
Like that?
I mean, I think so. Like you said one and just got my. If you don't give a damn, we don't give a shuck.
Oh yes. You mean like shirts and stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, it's insane.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I think that's where I want to land.
Get
if I ever go to a
shucked.
Saints game,
I love the idea. I don't know exactly how. I love the idea of tying in oysters with it. Yes, like a double entendre play on a dirty word, but combined with some oyster imagery is what ultimately.
Yeah, I just want to remix of that song. You know, New Orleans Saints have a lot of fans that are in the big fave. You don't curse. It's a perfect way for you to remake the song.
Yeah. What do they say in Risky Business? Sometimes you just got to say, shuck it.
Yeah.
I mean, make that shirt with an oyster with sunglasses on in his
go.
underwear. Bang. Done. Or make like shirts with Derek Carr's face with like an X over him or like the no smoking thing on him, and it says like shuck him or like
Shuck
this guy. Like there's a bill. I mean, again, if he's good,
the seafood restaurants in New Orleans.
if he's good, yes, the potential is massive. And who knows? Look, yeah, he's 26 years old. Maybe that age means that he can acclimate a bit quicker. He's going to need to because, again, he is your QB1. As crazy as that is, here's your QB1. All right, I don't want to go like Devin Neal in like 2 minutes, so What else can we jump to here? Congratulations to you, Alondra.
Yep.
You're feeling pretty nice and cocky today, aren't you?
Yeah, I love having 2 back-to-back Rookie of the Years for my team. Stephon Castle, well-deserved.
As if the Spurs didn't have it nice enough. Back-to-back Rookies of the Year.
You're still watching every other team.
Second, yeah, so I'm talking about the future, guys. I'm talking about hope. I'm talking about no one's good. No, you're not going to gaslight us. They have Wemby and Stephon Castle.
Okay.
And De'Aaron Fox. Shut up.
Yeah, and they're in Galveston fishing right now.
Right.
Who cares? Because they're young.
They finished 34 and 48.
Because they're young. Because their coach is in a weird hell spot. Like, they'll get, like, y'all are crazy if you think you shouldn't be head over here. Like, so excited if you're a Spurs fan.
We don't have a coach. That's the problem.
This is the second time in the last 50 years there's been a team that have back-to-back Rookies of the Year.
Timmy D, the other one. Well,
they weren't back-to-back.
No, I know.
But other Spurs that have won it. Yeah. Tim Duncan and David Robinson.
They were pretty good when those guys
pretty
were
good
on the
with
team,
those
huh?
guys.
Yeah.
Freaking jerks.
Well, in a year where, we weren't at our best and Pop was out pretty much the entire season.
I mean, he's probably done, right?
Well, was out the entire season, and then you lose Wemby too. I mean, Stephon Castle was a real bright spot in the Spurs this year. He was great.
Yeah.
Like, I think his highest scoring game was like 33 points off the bench.
I mean, he dominated the voting. No one was even close. He averaged damn near 18 after the All-Star game. He led all rookies in points, steals, free throws, shots. I mean, made field goals. Played in 80 games. Imagine that.
Yeah.
That's how you know he don't play in New Orleans.
Exactly.
If he played for the Pelicans, it'd take him 2 years to play 80 games.
Von Bluesman says Florida Gator Desmond Watson broke an all-time NFL record, the heaviest player ever in the NFL at 464 pounds.
Jeez.
They also have Tez Johnson, who I think might be the lightest player
in
the NFL, who's like 168 pounds.
Well, keep in mind who's going to be next to Desmond Watson is Vita Vea, who's like 365.
Well, but hold on now. I don't actually think Desmond Watson's that good.
No, I don't either. But I'm just talking about
like we've seen him play
like,
for years, and I've seen like a couple plays.
Yeah,
it's just
I'm just
always
talking
funny
about
when he's out there.
Space fillers. Like,
yeah, I mean,
if you have Vita Vea and Watson together,
if he makes the team and is on the field, yeah, those are two big men.
It's a big duo
standing next to each other. All right, when we get back, then let's talk about Devin Neal. Keep it locked to OTB.
Off the bench.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar, but instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac. Our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Welcome to the 7th ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Oh, welcome back down here, baby. So over the next couple of weeks, we'll probably maybe do a segment on each Saints draft pick or something like that, if I find them to be interesting enough. Of course, we can get the guys like Danny Stutzman, but the guy who's got my attention today is Devin Neal. 6th round running back pick out of Kansas. Now, again, if you watch a lot of college football, you know about Devin Neal because he's been awesome for 3 years. Hell, if you play that college football video game, you probably know a lot about Devin Neal because a lot of people like to play with Kansas and kick ass with Devin Neal. And this is a very deep running back class this year. And had it not been so deep, he probably goes earlier in that 6th round. But the thing is, it's kind of crazy to think about getting a player. He's only 21 years old. He averaged 1,430 yards a season, but not on an exorbitant amount of carries. A lot of carries, about 190 per. He averaged 6 yards a carry in college. He rushed for 41 touchdowns, 16 in each of the last 2 years. Caught 77 balls over the years. What's that worth? And then how about this? In 2024, Jake, you'll appreciate this. He averaged 3.7 yards per carry after contact. This is a super productive running back to add to the mix here.
Yeah, I'm a little surprised he lasted this long. And you're right, it was a very deep class, but look, he's got the measurables. I mean, he's somebody that's 215 pounds. He ran a 4.53 at his pro day, a broad jump of 10.4, vertical of 37.5. So the explosion is there. And you mentioned how productive he was. Also, he went to Lawrence High School. He's from Lawrence, Kansas. He decided to stay home. He had a lot of people calling, but he wanted to stay home, play for the hometown team. And look, Kansas has obviously struggled in football, but he's part of what made them watchable, right? And nice little run for the Jayhawks.
And they should have been better overall last year. So it's a disappointing year overall, but they finished damn strong last year. I don't know what went so wrong with them at the beginning of the year. A little bit of Jalen Daniels not really having it, but they finished beating some very good teams down the stretch.
He led the team in rushing 4 straight years, right? Set school career records with over 4,000 rushing yards, 53 total touchdowns. So even going back to his freshman year, he had 707 rushing yards. He was their leading rusher. And that year, being a true freshman, still ran for 8 scores. But after that year, yards per attempt, 6.1, 6.3, 5.8. Very productive in the Big 12. And somebody, like you said, every college football fan has watched him play, been impressed by his play and to get him where you got him. I do think it's a great pickup for the Saints. You mentioned he has 77 catches in his career as well. So I'm not sure exactly why he lasted until where he did, because all the boxes that you want to check as far as speed and height and weight and explosion and certainly production, well, they're all met here.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. Yeah, well, I'm not saying I was going to be like maybe he fell, but I don't know. I do know that, like, if we are just guessing on a guy, like if I'm just coming to a guy and I'm not a scout, I'm not this, I'm not that. Again, I do like guys who were productive in college, especially with some of the traps the Saints have fallen into the last few years. We're getting so obsessed with RAS, the relative athletic score, and using that to kind of overshadow. Well, did he actually play? Was he actually effective? And this dude was out here rushing for over 1,400 yards, 6 yards a carry, and 16 tutties a year. Like, that's okay, yes. Yes. It's like the same thing with Stutzman out of Oklahoma, you know? Baller.
Yeah.
I don't know if it translates to the NFL. Sue me. Baller in college, though. He kicked his peers' ass. And I'm okay with taking a shot on a guy who kicked his peers' ass. And look, I mean, this seems like a guy who, a bit of a workload horse here. He's younger, helps to take a lot of pressure off of AK's shoulders. Get Kendre Miller to decide if he wants to be an NFL player or not.
Yeah, and I know, like, Kendre Miller changed his number, he changed his attitude, he's ready to go. Okay, well, you should have come into the league like that. Like, that should have been your mentality from Jump Street. It was not. And so, like, that's not a position that is by any means his. Like, he's going to have to compete. And now you bring in Devin Neal. You've got Clyde there as well.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if Kendre Miller is back on the stuff that he was on over the last, couple of seasons, he ain't going to be there. Like, that third-round pick, that status is typically for 2 years. Like, you'll get some mulligans because you're a third-round pick. Now, at this point, if Devin Neal comes in, he plays better than you. If Clyde, certainly, last year we saw a flash for him in New Orleans. If he plays better than you, you will be at the house.
The thing about that third-round pick is, too, Jake, that it gets you leeway, but when it flips, I feel like it almost slips even worse against you because there's kind of a latent anger there. Like, we spent a third-round pick on you, and this is what you're giving us?
Yeah, you got to play. You got to play. Third-round picks, that you expect to get a starter in a third-round pick.
So, Devin Neal, an exciting name in the 6th round, a very, very productive college player. We love to see it. Hour 2 of OTB coming up next.
Off the bench.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared toward seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Ben Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Auctioner, We know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Looking for the ultimate game day experience? Come to the Queen Casino in Baton Rouge. Wall-to-wall TVs mean you'll see every touchdown in HD. Place your bets and feel the thrill of every play with our DraftKings Sportsbook. The Queen Casino, where every moment is a win.
Good morning. It's 8 a.m. here on Wednesday, April 30th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 85. In hour 2 of today's show, we'll have our own edition of Flustering minus Matt Flynn. You can follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 104.5 ESPN channel. Hour number 2 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studios, starts now.
Let's go, baby, let's go! All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, 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 yeah!
Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Hey, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo! What's good, guys? Hope you're having a... You're a bad guy. Does not mean you're a bad guy. What's going on? Hope you're having a great morning today, Wednesday. Anybody know where that's from?
Yes, Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, look at Jake. Is that your favorite movie because his hands look like yours?
I love Wreck-It Ralph.
You know, Wreck-It Ralph looking at his body?
I do a little bit. No, he's tall. He's pretty tall.
Wait, have y'all ever seen the real life Wreck-It Ralph?
I've never seen the animated Wreck-It Ralph.
Okay,
That's on you.
Let me. It's
a good movie.
It is good. It's a very good movie. It's a very good movie. Second one I thought was just okay.
Second one was trying to do too much.
Just okay. Okay, I gotta find I gotta find this guy's name again because it's okay. Jeff Dobby. Look up Jeff Dobby, Taylor. Dabe, and prepare to have your mind blown with the biggest forearms and hands that you've ever seen in your entire life. It makes no sense. It boggles the mind, in fact. So, look, we have no flustering this hour as Matt Flynn is doing dad stuff. But look at this, Jake. Look at this guy. Look at this guy.
He looks fake.
I've seen him.
I mean, oh, you've seen him. It does look fake, and it's not. Those are, I don't know if it's some form of gigantism or something, but those are his real hands and forearms. And he's actually like huge. He's like tall, strong, insanity. Could you imagine?
Whoa.
I know.
I mean, I got big hands, but
Go back, Taylor. Can you pause it where maybe like where we can see? I just want to see how big one finger is. Just let me see one of Jeff. Jeez, good God, man.
It really does look like Wreck-It Ralph.
Imagine frying them things up, eating them like little sausages.
It's not where my mind went.
Putting them on a little croissant with some eggs and avocado, maybe a little cheese. Oh yeah.
You like Jason Whitlock over there.
Looking at Joy Taylor. Only I'm looking at Jeff Davids' little fat sausage fingers. Come here, Jeff. I'm gonna get a little nibble. Shut up, Wreck-It Jeff. So as you can see, look, I want to do kind of a pseudo-flestering thing here, even if Jake isn't involved.
Jake's here.
Oh, God. Matt, sorry. Alondra, do you have any thoughts on Jeff? Have you ever seen that man before?
No, I've never seen that before. It looks a little gross to me.
It's because it looks fake.
It.
It's a little unsettling. That's a
love
perfect word.
Yeah.
Unsettling is a great word for it.
It's incredible that he can do that, but I don't love it.
How unsettled would you be if you walked into Buc-ee's, but it wasn't actually Buc-ee's? So I found this video online yesterday.
The Texan?
The Texan. What is this? Taylor, play the video.
You need a sound or no?
No sound. But basically, it is the exact same thing. So they have this little Texan mascot or whatever. It's the exact same exterior. Look at the bathroom layout, the exact same. The fountain drinks, they have the same food selections, the same nuts and whatnot. I guess I got a couple of questions. First off, this is not illegal?
What do you mean?
Okay, so I just looked this up. Like, literally, I'm looking this up as we're going through it.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, well, is it the same owner or
right?
What is
Because
going on?
even like getting all of this, like, it would
It's the
seem like it would be
same design.
very hard. Yes,
Yeah.
it seems like it would be
Started
very
in
hard to
Texas
do it this
too, right?
exactly
Like-
if you didn't
Yeah.
have access to like the blueprints and stuff.
Yeah, so Buc-ee's is suing the business over a logo it alleges resembles the beaver. So
Well, I mean, I don't,
I don't know that of all the things to sue for, I don't think that's the one.
Yeah.
So I guess what that tells us is this is not illegal. That you can kind of do this if their desperation play is suing over the logo. Because the logo doesn't look anything like the beaver.
no.
It's just a little Texas man. Little
That's
blonde-haired
crazy.
Texas man in a cowboy hat.
Nobody could ever be Buc-ee's.
Uh,
I've never seen this though.
I guess again, my first question is illegal. Second question, is it a good idea? There's like no customers in that video. But then again, I bet you find a Buc-ee's on a slow day as well. Don't know when it would be.
Yeah, right. I haven't found that yet.
What's the upfront investment too? Because they even had all the merch. Like, what's the upfront? At least the Buc-ee's, you have such a proven concept now at this point. Like, you feel like you know it's going to be successful. Like, a rich man sits down to be like, look, we're just going to do, and it's not a bad idea, right? One of the oldest tricks in the entrepreneurial book is let's just do the exact same thing that somebody else is doing.
Yeah.
I thought my friend, he had a pretty good idea. I don't know about the name, but he was going to call it like Y'all's Chicken or something like that. But it was just going to be Chick-fil-A, but we're open on Sundays as well.
I like
Just
that.
bam, Chick-fil-A, but open 7 days a week.
I would love that because I somehow always want Chick-fil-A.
Everybody
It is inevitable.
Everybody.
It is inevitable.
Also, correction, as I read further, it wasn't it's this place called Superfuels, and it actually really does look like the
okay,
Buc-ee's.
so the
it's
Texan
not,
wasn't
they're not
being
suing the Texan,
sued.
my bad.
Superfuels being sued.
Superfuels is, and I'm going to put it in the doc. It actually
Well,
kind of does look like the Buc-ee's.
T, I was telling you about this place. I've stopped before. You have passed it. You just haven't stopped because you have to pass to go to Orlando. There's like 10 in Florida. It's called Busy Bee.
Bee.
I just pulled up a couple photos. So like that's the outside. There's like the taffy and the candy area.
Okay.
Look, here's the fudge and all that. Like it's
So this is similar conceptually.
It's
This
just
is
like the
not
Texan.
the one-to-one ripoff
Yeah, the
of
other
the
one's like
Texan.
no, but
literally
it's,
the same.
It's similar to the Texan.
Busy Bee's great. They've got one right by my in-laws' house. But the other one, like that's the layout for Buc-ee's.
Guys, we should make one And that's where we should make one all in pursuit of finally making the Boudin vending machine work. That could be where the Boudin vending machine could thrive in a knockoff Buc-ee's called OTBBs or something. I don't know.
Yeah, this one looks more like it. This is the okay. So there's the Buc-ee's logo.
Yeah,
and then this is who they're suing. Super Fuel.
Oh, okay, yeah, Super Fuel's maybe flying a little too close to the sun.
Is that supposed to be a dog?
I don't know. I love this idea, though, of these massive gas stations, because if you've ever been in a Buc-ee's, it is one of the best places on earth.
It really is.
Like, no exaggeration.
Yeah.
And I hate it because he's an A&M guy, right?
Yep.
Yeah, it is. That's the only bad part about it.
Shout out Rustin, though. Didn't Rustin get one?
Yeah, Rustin is getting one.
I think Lafayette, too.
Man, you go in, you get that fresh brisket on the board call. Let's go. Completely private bathrooms.
Yeah.
Y'all ever see the salaries that are listed on the wall of like the
Insane.
Buc-ee's employee?
Yeah.
A car wash manager makes $150,000 a year.
Which leads me to believe
I could do that. I don't know what that entails, but like I'm willing
it leads
to learn.
me to believe that it is hectic at all times.
I'm
and it never stops.
I'm exactly with you. It leads me to believe that's a hard ass job.
It probably. Look, I'm willing to learn.
I know, yeah, for sure.
Let's go, man.
Also, you probably got to pay your dues. I don't think you just get to walk into car wash manager.
Do I get free Buc-ee's too, like on my lunch break and stuff? Because like I'm in.
I wonder how Buc-ee's treats their employees. You know, no, that's one of the reasons why I've always loved Costco. Is I've always heard that like their employees get good benefits. They like working there. They treat them well. Maybe over like a Sam's Club or something. I wonder what Buc-ee's employees say. I have no idea.
Krista says they are getting
It was
one
started by a
Lafayette.
cult, A&M. So
yeah, so maybe they treat them. Well,
Listen, maybe they don't treat them great, but they believe they treat them great. You know what I mean?
Which at the end of the day is all that matters.
Yeah.
I've never considered that. That is the genius of a cult.
Yeah.
You treat them like dirt, but they think they're being treated great.
Yeah.
They're excited to be there.
Yeah.
Right, look, so
They treat them like dirt. They stick to you like mud.
That's why the saying, drink the Kool-Aid.
Oh, my word.
Yeah.
Damn, general manager
Look,
taking
gift,
up $200K.
Gift manager / car wash manager, $125K. Whatever that entails, I'm in.
Again, man, what it entails is dealing with probably a lot of BS, a lot of employees, a lot of where are you, what's going on, this, that, or not. But
yeah, I mean, you're working 50 hours a week there, bud.
50 hours a week, brother.
Yeah.
Grinding. 24/7 transient individuals coming through.
I mean, you're working 6 days a week.
What if I say you have to clean the bathrooms for 2 years, then I'll make you a full 225 general manager?
How many can I work overtime?
All you're doing for those 2 years.
Dude, the restroom crew, they're at the bottom and they make $20 an hour.
That's what I'm saying, but you got to do that for 2 years and to make you GM. Are you in? Those bathrooms are so clean too, so you're gonna be in it, and you know there's a lot of fecal matter that goes through that thing.
The problem is, like, everyone knows it's clean, so everyone's dropping a deuce in there too.
No, exactly,
So, like,
100%. That's what I'm saying, and so you're gonna be in
that's
it.
like the worst one to clean.
2 years, you got it, dude.
True.
A lot of responsibility though. Taylor, I just imagine you need where Taylor's the assistant GM. Maybe I'll be GM. What would all? Hey, that would be you in it's an Office ripoff. If the Texans going to rip off a Buc-ee's, we're going to rip off the Office.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
play Michael Scott. You can play Dwight Schrute. Jake's Jim. Alondra, you're Pam. I don't know exactly where these jobs would fall on the Buc-ee's org chart here, but it's not a bad idea.
I can't believe I just thought about this. So Monday, we were in
college football writer.
Yeah, he's great. More ACC slanted most of his work. Well, they had a bet But the loser. And
Hell yeah, dude.
we interviewed David while he was in the Daytona. And we interviewed him on. He said he had. Like they knew. Getting some love.
Somewhere like thrive, no kids, no
sandwiches,
eating great, talking to people. Maybe grab a cup of coffee here or there. Easy.
I don't ever.
Fair, but I
If someone gets them, I'll pick
I mean,
up.
that's the only time I've had them. It's on like
But-
family vacation, different times. So everybody
Chocolate chip
shows up
cookies
with
from the bakery.
different
Those are good.
Bucky stuff. What?
Yeah, I never
The
go.
chocolate chip cookies from the bakery are good.
That sounds great. I've actually never had a
they're-
Bucky's
you-
chocolate
You
chip
can get them in
cookie.
like a. If you ever go get like the little 6-pack,
Yeah.
it's like $5 for like a 6-pack. Like
There you go, dude.
get them. They're good.
There you go, dude.
The banana pudding, really solid.
I mean, damn, Taylor's been grocery
Right.
shopping in there.
Oh,
You can get. I mean,
Yeah.
you can do anything. It is.
I hate going to the one in Gulf Shores because there's so many people. Like
The one, you talking about the Foley one?
Yeah,
Gulf Shore's
that one-
still an hour away.
Yeah, that one has like a bigger tailgating population than
Yeah.
like half the Division II colleges in the country.
Yeah.
But I always get just crap
We
when
should
I go
make
in.
There's going to be one in Mississippi, like in the same route.
Yeah,
very
you're like
very
Gulfport,
soon.
right?
Very
Or somewhere
soon.
in
Yeah.
We should make one instead of the Texan. It's the Mexican, and it's just the same thing, but with a Mexican slant, right?
That's cool.
Like
tacos.
brisket
That's what I'm
tacos,
saying.
which
Bring
are
it-
fire.
Yeah, that sounds amazing.
I love
that
brisket
actually
tacos.
does
Like
sound
just
really
a
good.
Southwest flair, and
Yeah,
you could have
and
a
I could
super
be the
fun
logo.
mascot. No. I don't want to do a human logo.
That's messed up.
I'm sorry. I don't want to do a human logo.
A pepper with a sombrero.
I don't hate that. Okay, I don't hate the pepper. I was thinking like a little like a what would be like a famous Mexican bird, like on the old Disney cartoons,
Chupacabra.
Three Caballeros. They had like Caracoa. I can't remember what kind of bird he is. I was thinking like a toucan or something, but maybe a pepper, actually.
Pepper with
Little
a sombrero.
anthropomorphized pepper. Be good. Hell yeah, dude. Okay, good business ideas. Those are our business ideas, guys. You're only allowed to get involved in them if you want to fund them.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you can't take them. You have to let us do them. So if you want to donate or if you want to be a partner in the Mexican, let us know, and we can maybe bring you in, depending on how much money you have.
Yeah. If you have deep pockets with 3 E's,
Yeah.
you're in.
Yeah.
This is like a little more Spanish than Mexican, but maybe like a bull. I feel like the pepper's a little too obvious.
Bull's not bad at all.
Pepper's
I'm into
not
bull
bad.
as well.
I'm into a
sombrero is
bull.
a little.
Bull might actually be the best. I was going away from animal, but like where everybody else is going kind of cutesy. Now you're still going to make it kind of cartoony and nice, but like,
Well, you had said animal.
well, I know I said I was going away from animal,
Oh.
but now that I've heard bull, I might be back in on
Yeah.
animal.
Yeah.
So a lot
Like
of bull
me-
plushies.
Me is still my first choice, but if that's
No,
not
we're not doing. No, I'm sorry. We're not doing. Actually, that's my least favorite part about the Texan is their little generic human guy.
Yeah, because like Bucky, sometimes like there's an actual Bucky walking around.
Yeah.
Like if your mascot's just a human, like
My kids get
You can't
so
really-
pumped to see that little statue outside. They call him Chubby. Hey, look,
That's not his name.
What?
That's not his name.
I mean, he is a little fat ass though.
He is,
is.
but that's not his name.
he is. Yeah.
What's his name?
Bucky.
Isn't it Bucky?
I
His
don't
name
know.
is Bucky.
Yeah, it is Bucky.
Like what?
He's on the
It's the name
side.
of the store.
Yeah.
Underrated mascot. Have any of y'all ever been to Storyland in New Orleans?
No.
Parker. He's
Okay.
a raccoon.
Love a good raccoon.
Even though they used to have somebody that would walk around in a Parker costume, but I think it just got way too hot in New Orleans. They don't do it.
I feel like children would be so terrified of a raccoon mascot.
I would love, I know, and I never got to see it in real life. It was a little before my Storyland time. I will say this, Parker keeps very clean bathrooms.
Yeah.
Which aren't raccoons known for being pretty fastidious animals?
Yeah.
There you go. Shout out to the Ladybug. Shout out to Swings, Bayou Blaster, Scrambler. A lot of good rides to be had over there in City Park if you're ever looking for a good time. Scrambler's old school. Been doing it since like the 50s, 60s.
Have they updated this ride?
Scrambler? No, it's still the same Scrambler. I mean, same
gosh.
Scrambler was on Pontchartrain Beach back in the 60s.
Ooh.
But it's a hell of a ride. It's a great ride. Tilt-A-Whirl, awful, god-awful ride. Will make you feel so sick. If you're hungover, there's nothing worse in the world than Tilt-A-Whirl. I've learned that the Scrambler's okay because the movement is expected. It's extreme, but your brain knows what's about to happen so you don't get sick.
Yeah.
Tilt-A-Whirl, all bets are off.
I can't do rides like that anymore.
I have
Like
no
fair
motion
kind
sickness
rides?
at
Yeah.
all,
I
and
can't do
Tilt-A-Whirl messes me up.
Really?
Yes. Hate it. And I have to ride it every time with my kids. And I'm generally kind of hungover during it.
That might have more to do with it than the ride
And
itself.
get your little sober ass up there on the Tilt-A-Whirl and tell me that then.
Been on
Okay.
a Tilt-A-Whirl before.
You're going to learn today.
Been on a Tilt-A-Whirl plenty of times.
Okay. You get not in City Park.
No, that's fair.
Exactly.
Not at City Park.
Exactly. Last thought on City Park and Storyland.
Which is
because we've never been there.
So in Storyland they have all the different like poems and everything. And have you all ever heard? And they have like statues of them and everything. Have you all ever heard the poem about the old woman who lived in a shoe?
Yeah.
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 So many kids didn't know what to do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what happens next?
I don't remember.
There was an old woman who lived in a shoe. She had so many children she didn't know what to do. So she gave them some broth without any bread, then whipped them all soundly and put them to bed. Night, kids. I mean, what? What was going on in society that was the fun? Like, what? What are we talking about here?
Most nursery rhymes, I feel like once you really like dive deep into
Yeah.
them.
Like Ring Around the Rosie?
Yeah.
Or
That's plague stuff.
The only nursery rhymes I recognize are
Spanish-
the ones from Andrew Dice Clay, and we can't repeat those here.
The Rockabye Baby, it says like down will come baby, cradle and all. Like it falls. Like
Yeah.
that's not great.
No, I know. Yeah. It was first printed in 1784, it looks like, and it had the coarser line, she whipped all their bums and sent them to bed. Damn, so these kids, they got a whooping for...
The
Yeah, that's
bread.
what I'm saying. I got a whooping because you can't take care of it.
That's my fault.
Should have pulled out. That's crazy. Anyway. More OTB coming up next. Hey guys, go to Pelican Roofing, baby. PelicanRoof.com. PelicanRoof.com is a website where you can go with the 5-star South Louisiana's most trusted roofing company. We got unmatched roofing expertise, and over this last decade, y'all, the growth has been astounding. Over 7,000 roofs completed. Over 500 5-star reviews. From humble beginnings to now an industry leader. Lafayette, Baton Rouge, offices in both. We are your answer. Go to PelicanRoof.com.
Get that quote right there, all right? You can get it because you can put in your address, and it's going to kind of scan your home, and they're going to be able to give you an idea of what that new roof is going to cost. Page, PelicanRoof.com. It's going to be over there on the right side of it. Click on that and find out that information ASAP. PelicanRoof.com.
It's Eagle 98.1. Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes.
Back to sports talk. Maybe. Off the bench.
Yo, welcome back to OTB. So while we were working our Buc-ee's knockoff, the Mexican, Texan knockoff at this point, we started talking about burritos. And, man, I know it's tough to do like an overall food ranking. But if we're talking, well, first off, I love burritos in all forms. But if we're talking versatility, there's a few foods that I think about constantly. Eggs, right? Can really, you can do anything with them. Million different potatoes, million different ways you can cook them. Although maybe this is a bit apple to oranges. I don't like a burrito. Really, the possibilities are limitless. It can take on any form. And you see great breakfast burritos, great lunch burritos, whatever. And really, you stuff whatever you want inside them. Just so genius. Whoever was the first man or woman that figured out, hey, let's get this giant, tasty tortilla and just fill it full of whatever we want. And then we'll have an incredible, easy to eat, on the go, delicious meal wherever we go. Real genius. Who invented the burrito?
I don't know, but they're so good.
You're gonna have to look.
Like, find me something you're like, I don't think I'd put that in a burrito. Like, I'm pretty much putting anything in a burrito.
This is the AI Gemini answer. While there isn't one definitive inventor of the burrito, the popular story attributes the invention to Juan Mendez, a street vendor in Ciudad Juarez, Mexico, during the Mexican Revolution. Mendez is said to have wrapped his food in flour tortillas while traveling on a donkey to keep them warm and convenient. The term burrito, meaning little donkey, is thought to have originated from this practice. Bro, shout out to Juan Mendez. Again, doesn't matter if he actually did or did not, the attributed inventor there of the burrito back during the Mexican Revolution. So what years would that have been?
So real quick, because I know you like to pronounce things correctly, it's Ciudad.
Ciudad?
Ciudad.
Ciudad. That's tough for me. Okay. Ciudad.
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 You're not saying the U.
Ciudad.
Ciudad.
Yeah.
Okay.
You don't
Ciudad
say it. It's city.
Juarez.
It means city.
Mexico.
City of Juarez, yeah.
Okay, City of Juarez.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, I didn't know that. I'm an idiot. So I could have just said Juarez.
Or like they also have like, yeah. Well, I mean, no, that's
Ciudad
so
Ma-
like
Ciudad
Ciudad Mexico, they also call it.
Oh,
like,
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you though, because I do like to pronounce things correctly. So thank you. What year would that have been? And then we can move on.
It didn't say right there.
1 minute. No, that whole AI overview didn't give me. It just did during the Mexican Revolution.
It's like in the early 1900s.
From 1910 to 1920. Wow. Burritos pretty new to the earth. About 100 years.
I mean, yeah, in the totality of it.
Big impact. Shout out burritos, dude. Shout out little chorizo burritos. Anyway.
I wonder if our guy Seymour Wiener was a big burrito fan.
Probably. More hot dog, but probably burrito
Yeah,
as
probably
well.
more of a dog guy.
Yeah.
Right? He's from the Northeast.
I mean, I get it.
He lives all the time in there.
I'm saying he was almost as old as him. Like, not that far away.
All right. Carly says, my heroes, 1, T-Bob's dad, 2, Juan Mendez. Bonk. Relax, Carly. Okay. You need to chill out. All right, what did I actually have to talk about on the show today before all of wherever the hell we are now?
I don't know. I'm hungry.
Taylor wants us to talk about a 4-star quarterback that's going to be committing in a few days. I think I can give him a 5-minute segment out of it. It's just a question of when we want to do it. We could talk about, I did want to get into Halliburton's dad and Giannis.
That feels more flustering
That's
vibes
pretty shocking.
and I don't know anything about it, so.
About the Giannis and his dad stuff.
Yeah.
No, me either.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, first off, okay, I have a few videos in the 845 links there, Tay. Give me the Halliburton game winner. That's going to be the top link right there because this thing is smooth as hell, bruh. Shout out Tyrese Halliburton. Ability, it's OT.
Who the players voted as the most overrated player in the NBA.
Which, by the way, that was the most Dave Chappelle player-hating ball-ass poll I have ever seen. The answers were Halliburton, Giannis, and Jimmy Butler. So what, you only get to be on it if you're all pro? Like, you only get to be on the... Like, who's voting on this?
I don't know.
The bench.
Also,
the bums.
Look, maybe it shows how much I know. I would put him as kind of underrated. I mean, Halliburton's good. He didn't get credit because he didn't drop 25 a night, but he doesn't have to. He has the ability.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is too skinny. No, get the hell out of here, dude.
Halliburton against Giannis. Halliburton reset. Puts it in. He put it in. 1 3/10.
There's no timeout.
No timeouts for the Bucks. Giannis to inbound.
Not happening.
Here's Trent.
Great victory for these guys. What a heck of a victory. Struggle.
So, man, look at that crossover, dude. That thing was so smooth. That
Giannis,
big, moving that fast.
Incredible basketball player, MVP, all of that. But do you want him guarding the point guard in that situation?
No, I mean, I'm not that far away from the basket.
You know what I'm saying?
But, I mean, I don't. But,
Great
he probably
play by Halliburton, though.
He probably wanted to, right? Like, he probably was like, okay, I'm going to do what I can to try to shut this down, and Halliburton just crosses that up.
Yeah.
So, now, though, go to, where did I put it?
Right under the Giannis trying to beat up Halliburton's dad.
Well, no, it's RG3 tweet. Halliburton's dad is thrown off because that gives you the full context. The second video there where it says Halliburton's to RG3 tweet. Give me that video because Halliburton hits it. By the way, that's a series winner right there, not just a game winner.
Yes.
Eliminates the Bucks 4-1. The complete and utter implosion of Milwaukee continues. Dame Lillard's already torn his Achilles. I mean, that's a whole nother conversation is, have you ever seen a team just ruin themselves after a championship like Milwaukee has? Okay, but so Halliburton does that, and then here, play this video.
thing. Just what happened kind of out on the floor after the game?
He go toe to toe.
Yeah, but Giannis also was right there, and I'm going Giannis.
Well, you want to see
this is the Bear Jones Tennessee baseball player.
Look
situation.
at the last video there, Taylor. Halliburton's dad trying to get knocked TF out because
You don't need it with sound, right?
No.
Okay.
Look at Giannis's eyes. It's the last one there. Look at Giannis's eyes, not this video. In the next one, as Halliburton's dad is talking to him, and credit to Giannis for keeping his composure because he is still running hot from how the game just ended. He's got crossed up and embarrassed. Now he's got an entire offseason of will Giannis leave? And look, here's Halliburton's dad in his face, and look at Giannis's eyes trying to stay calm. But you can clearly see the rage behind him, dude. Like, is this dude for real?
Like,
is this dude for real right now?
And Giannis is like not that, like, Giannis. Everybody loves Giannis.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah,
like
he's not that
like,
guy. Like, what are we doing here?
It's not. He's not the villain, right? Not the Bill Laimbeer, the Draymond Green. Like, he's not that guy. And so it looks like a little bit of disbelief. Like, is this dude
for real? Like, I'm gonna kill this dude.
Like, what? like if my dad did that, I'd be so embarrassed.
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
Halliburton
Halliburton, to his credit,
outta here.
Halliburton's been very like, my dad was way in the wrong.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, he has been. And who knows? The NBA may even like we'll see if there's any repercussions because didn't like T. Morant end up getting banned from some games
Yeah,
and stuff?
he did. Remember he got into it with Shannon Sharp.
Well,
which I mean,
you know,
yeah, sure, but they got into it.
Shannon.
Just sit there and watch the game. You're a fan. Sit there and watch the game.
Yeah. And I mean, if you are allowed to go in the court, if you're like allowed to go in the court to celebrate, which you kind of should be anyway, but it's your son, like that's awesome. Go celebrate with your son.
Right. What are we doing?
What are we doing immediately
Your son made a
attacking
game-winning
Giannis?
shot. Go find him.
That made me angry.
Yeah, that's
that made
crazy.
me angry. Like,
I mean,
that takes away from what your son did, which was cross over an MVP and finish a series.
Yeah, because obviously it's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's like, you know what? Big miss by me, and I'm still want to put the segment together to do it justice, but the fact that, and I got to give credit to the Levitard show and Jamel Hill because they kind of pointed this out, but like we're all so wrapped up in the Shedeur story. I never even gave any extended love to the fact that Cam Ward went from being a 0-star out of high school to the number 1 overall pick in the NFL draft. And I don't want to do it now even because I want to like read more about it. Like I want to learn Cam Ward's full story so I can give it its what it justly deserves. But it's lame on me.
It's everybody though.
And I kind of sad about how the world works that, you know, we've chosen to highlight the failure of one instead of this incredible success of another. And there's room for both stories. And I get the Shedeur one being a bigger story, but the fact that I never even really talked about the Cam Ward one, I thought was a big professional misstep on my part. So we'll get that fixed over the next couple of days.
Man, I was blown away with Cam Ward. I told y'all as part of our conversation.
Yeah.
When that man hit me with "my intentions are worse." Oof.
Yeah, that's a great line.
I was like that too.
That's a great line.
Like he felt so focused, and he knew he was gonna be the number 1 pick, but he felt so focused in the interview, and not like a robot either. He was just like, I am here for this, and I'm going to achieve this, and I am going to go be a dude in Tennessee.
Go look at all the workout videos.
I know.
I watched them all yesterday. He so clearly went there because remember that was at the time when it was still who's the number 1 QB? Is it Shedeur? Is it Cam? And he went there. Like Shedeur was there to make content. Cam was there to debase. He was there to cut him down and clearly show, no, I am QB1. And those videos have, they've kind of, I guess, aged perfectly in some ways when you look at where their two roads diverged. All right, when we get back, more OTB. Keep it locked.
Off the bench.
Hey, guys, if you're in the market for a Generac home generator, you want to go with the premier Generac dealers here in Louisiana, and that is Boudreaux's Electrical. Guys, family-owned, operates since 1982. Every single customer is a VIP when you work with Boudreaux's, and that's because, look, when you're talking about a generator, it has to be ready to go when you need it. And that's why Boudreaux's gives you that 24/7 monitoring to make sure they do everything they can to make sure that your system is ready to go so you get more power more protection when you need it. We got excellent financing options available as well, so it's $159 a month. So with storm season around the corner, you want to protect your home, your family, you want to keep the lights on, you want Boudreaux's, BoudreauxElectrical.com.
Yeah, when you go to the website, remember you get a free quote right there, top right corner of the website. Also, if you want to pick up the phone, have a conversation with them, let them know what you're looking for on the North Shore, 985-397-1562. In the greater Baton Rouge area, 225-300-9389.
Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram has the 2025 Jeep Compass Sport for only $23,995. $23,995 or 2025 Jeep Compass with a complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website. LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU, Saints, and Pelicans. Sports on demand. In-depth coverage by sports writing pros with continuously updated news. And with the LouisianaSports.net newsletter, you get pinged directly with top trending stories. Best of all, now and always, no paywall. It's free. LouisianaSports.net. Powered by 104.5 ESPN Baton Rouge. Your home for Louisiana sports.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
At Atmos Energy, our smart choice solutions help customers save energy and emissions with rebates up to $500 off high-efficiency natural gas appliances, smart thermostats, and weatherization upgrades. Together, we're fueling our energy future.
Back from the break, where the sports talk gets real. Kinda. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Oh, what's happening, y'all? I love this idea by Daniel Blunt. Like Seinfeld in the Shire. A show about nothing but set in the Shire. It says each episode within film focuses on hyper-specific Shire dilemmas. The ethics of cutting the biscuit line at the Green Dragon. An escalating feud over a misplaced gardening spade. Or the crisis of running out of butter mid-feast. No war, no darkness, just warm comedy of overly invested hobbits making mountains of molehills and still home in time for 11s. Jeez, that's really good pitch, Daniel. Never get made, but I love it. I don't know. I have too much stuff to watch right now, guys. Andor just dropped 3 more episodes. That continues to be incredible. Light and Magic, which I have recommended in the past, the history of ILM. I didn't know this was going to be a continuous show. Season 1 has 6 episodes. It's incredible. They just dropped 3 more episodes, season 2. I mean, come on. Come on, dude. Life is good. What are y'all watching right now? Still got Righteous Gemstones to finish. I mean, Last of Us, I still haven't caught up yet.
I'm caught up with Last of Us.
I heard that's insane.
It's incredible. I'm trying to think what else. I've been trying Suits LA because I love the original Suits so much. It's getting better. It started out, and I was like, oh, no, this is not going to make it. It has gotten better. Yeah, much better, actually. Been watching that. I'm trying to think what else. Whatever Memphis wants to watch out. Actually, when he gets in the
anything
in the
LA
room.
is stupid. I'm just kidding. I've never seen
Memphis loves
Suits
Chicago PD.
Oh, yeah, Chicago PD.
And Chicago Fire. My man comes in, Chicago New.
Oh, my God. That is so funny.
Loves it. He loves it. He loves Tracker.
I've heard the studio's good, CT. Tracker?
Yeah, it's like a little CBS show.
I love that Memphis really is just like a
network TV
51-year-old white woman or white male just sitting there just watching, like the silent majority. Anytime you see these shows that have crazy rates, like who watches this? I don't know anybody that casually talks about this. It's Memphis and the rest of the Bridge Club.
Yeah. Mobland with Tom Hardy on Paramount Plus, really good. Pierce Bronson is in it as well.
What about the young people back there? What are y'all watching?
I'm not watching anything right now. Me and Victoria just finished season 1 of White Lotus. So I guess I'm on season 2. We've watched like 2 episodes of that, but just got Apple TV like a week ago. So I'm trying to decide what show I want to dive into.
Oh, congrats.
Haven't started one yet.
I don't know how you managed to avoid Apple TV this long. I feel like it's like built into Apple products in so many ways.
Is.
Like you buy a phone,
I finally
you
just got it. They had a thing where it was like $2.99 a month for the first 3 if you signed up. So I was like, yeah,
why not?
Let's do it.
They got some pretty good ones. What about you, Alondra? What are you chewing on?
I haven't really started anything new. But if it's on TV, and it's been on TV a lot, I've been watching Reba, and I love it. Yeah.
A single mom who works too hard and loves her kids and never stops. Yeah.
With gentle hands in the heart of a
parody
fighter.
videos on Instagram a lot. I've never.
Is it the guy doing the Reba
face?
face? Yeah, I love that guy.
With that song, with
I
the
love
theme
that guy.
song
Yeah,
there.
I used to love Reba, and it's been a lot on TV lately, so I've been watching that whenever I have time.
I love that.
Of the entire
It's so funny.
galaxy of answers that you could have given me, I don't
It's
know.
so
And I'm
funny.
not judging it. No, I'm not
Yeah.
judging it. I just don't know that I would have ever fathomed Reba was about to come out of your mouth.
So I was cracking up the other day because she was saying something. Because if you remember, like at the beginning, the teenage daughter, like she gets pregnant, right?
Yeah. I've never seen Reba.
Wait,
I have
you've
no
never
idea.
seen Reba?
I know all about
okay,
it.
so she gets
Katie used to
pregnant.
love it.
Yeah, and she starts like she's parenting all the kids. Reba is, and then if you don't know, she's divorced from her husband because he cheated on her with Barbara Jean. And Barbara Jean's like this blonde,
Ditzy
and she
blonde.
like ditzy blonde, right? And so they're talking, and Reba's like, "This parenting stuff ain't for the," or no, she's like, "This parenting stuff ain't for sissies." And Barbara Jean was like, "They're trying to change that in some states." I was laughing so hard, but yeah.
Wait, is she friends with Barbara Jean?
No,
Well, Barbara Jean really wants to be
like
friends with Reba.
It's like a frenemy kind of thing because the one that I was watching.
Is Barbara Jean like Dolly Parton? Is it
No,
like a Dolly
it's
Parton stand-in?
She's in a lot of stuff. I have to look up her name, but I was watching it last night, and Reba needed a babysitter, and Barbara Jean starts like watching the kids, and she basically just like cleans the entire house and cooks dinner for Reba every night. And she's like, "So how's work?" And then Reba starts gossiping about where I don't know. It's so
Damn,
funny.
BJ. Okay.
Yeah. So you know the daughter in that show.
Yeah.
She's married to Nick Swisher.
Oh,
in real
really?
life. Yeah.
I had no idea.
Former Yankee.
What?
Brave.
Yeah.
Indian.
Yeah, shout out Nick Swisher.
I had no idea.
Jack Marucci told me that Nick Swisher was the key piece of getting that Yankees team across the finish line to a World Series. That basically he was this ultimate vibe glue guy where when he showed up, everybody was so tight, so much pressure, nobody was having fun, and Swisher just brought the vibes.
Yeah.
And then it unlocked that Yankees team, and they end up winning a World Series.
Anybody tell me where he played college baseball?
Yeah, San Diego State.
Nope.
Yeah. Illinois.
Could not.
No.
Awful jest. Yeah,
Illinois was much closer than San Diego State.
Oh, yeah, freaking Notre Dame, Syracuse, Nebraska.
Tay, you want to take a guess?
Penn State.
I don't even have a.
You're getting close.
It's got to be a Big Ten school. Maryland.
What was that?
Good Lord.
Sorry, our room just shook. Something very heavy
Oh,
fell.
I just assumed you dropped something.
Okay. Okay. I thought you were gonna do a fat joke there. That would have been funny. Yeah.
That's crazy.
No, I know, but that would have been. I mean, that would have been a good opportunity to do so. To be fair.
That didn't even come to my mind. You just always drop stuff over there, so that's
very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
You do drop stuff.
Anyway, whoa, we got to go to break. More OTB next. Close of the hour.
Off the bench.
Uh-oh, springtime is in the air. Beautiful weather, guys. And what's that mean? It means it's time to go for Dose. With Dos Equis. That's right, baby. You need a delicious beer to take with you this weekend. Gonna be watching LSU do battle in College Station over the weekend. What better beer to pair baseball with than a delicious ice-cold Dos Equis? And dress her up a little bit. Put some heels on. And by heels, I mean take a little sliced lime, grease up the neck, sprinkle a little salt, drop that lime inside, and profit. Dos Equis. Drink of the best. Love Dos Equis.
Yeah, Nick Swisher, if you were watching him in college, you probably went to The Ohio State and enjoyed some nice, cold, refreshing Dos Equis while you were watching him. But it doesn't have to be Nick Swisher. It can be any baseball game. It is the perfect pairing. Go grab a Dos Equis today.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome in to the best morning sports-ish show around. Off the Bench with Hester and T-Bob.
Yo, what's happening, y'all? Welcome back to OTB. Yeah, here on 104.5 ESPN. Hope you're having a great day, guys. Hump day. To have ourselves a good Wednesday. And, we broke down the Halliburton's dad versus Giannis film. Here's some film of what's currently going down at the India-Pakistan border. Go ahead, and we don't need this with sound, Tay-Tay, but as you can see, things are getting pretty serious. Globalization is falling apart. The threat of nuclear war hangs over us at all time. The proverbial sword of Damocles ready to drop and destroy us all. And things are looking pretty testy over here as Pakistan and India are, boy. I mean, Jake, you love Step Up, right?
Yeah.
This is geopolitical level of step up here. You know, who's going to win this dance-off and perhaps decide the fate of the world? How funny would that be if that was your job?
Dance-off?
Well, forget about being a Buc-ee's GM. What if your job was soldier at the border who had to do, like showy crap talking?
Yeah.
And showy crap dancing.
Think about like the general getting pissed. He's like, "We lost. Dang it."
Have you seen
Twerk harder next time. What's this little like kick thing? I'm gonna start doing that to my enemies.
Have you seen those videos of the kids like in Pakistan and they're asking them like, what do you want to be when you grow up? And he's like, I want to fight for Pakistan. Like every single one of them.
Yes. It's like I want to kill India, destroy India.
Yeah, I
want
to destroy.
Oh, jeez.
Kids are saying that, by the way.
Oh, jeez. Stressful. Imagine white people dancing that would take place at the American and Canadian border.
What would that even entail?
A bunch of folks from Montana walking up there. Heck yeah.
It's a little bit like the Carlton.
Yeah, or the Cabbage Patch.
What's the Cabbage Patch? Oh, God. Oh, wow. Jeez.
How did you not know what the Cabbage Patch was?
That's bad.
That is bad.
That's bad.
Grocery shopping?
I did used to like the grocery cart, to be fair. All right, guys. Okay, we'll get back to some sports in hour 3. Keep it locked on TV.
Off the Bench.
'24 Ford models on our lot, plus the complimentary 7-year powertrain warranty that comes with all new Bayou Automotive vehicles. If you need sales or service, the crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
There it is, the extra mile. On the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further. Like vans customized for work or play. With safety and tech to keep you connected. Supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team. And backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac. Our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Parish Construction and Roofing.
This is Coach Kim Mulkey. Go to parishbuilt.com for all of your roofing needs.
From your hometown, parishbuilt.com.
Service without hassle. They adapt when the job shifts, so you don't fall behind. Request a quote today at chefboyswaste.com.
Or call Chef Boys 225-337-8358.
Insurance companies have teams of professionals to fight your claim. If you want to know what your case is really worth, I'm Spencer Callahan. I'd like to help.
Spencer Callahan is the one to see. Call 387-2323.
LA filing number 16-7970.
WNXX Jackson, KNXX Donaldsonville, and WDGL HD2 Baton Rouge. This hour brought to you by Spencer Callahan Injury Lawyers. LA 21 12681. Offices in Baton Rouge.
Good morning. It's 9 a.m. here on Wednesday, April 30th. Today in Baton Rouge, you can expect cloudy skies with a high of 85. In hour 3 of today's show, we'll get back to some sports talk. If you missed hours 1 or 2 of the show, you can catch it in the on-demand section at 1045ESPN.com. You can also follow us on Twitter or Instagram at OTB_ESPN and watch us on YouTube at the 1045 ESPN channel. Hour number 3 of Off the Bench, live from the Mercedes-Benz Baton Rouge studio, starts now.
All-Star Toyota presents Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert. Off the Bench with Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yeah, they said I gotta come off the bench.
Now, here's Jacob Hester and T-Bob Hebert.
Yo, what's good, y'all? Welcome in, OTB. Hope everyone's having a great day today. Roll right along, hour number 3. And for Tay-Tay's sake, we're going to get back to some sports real quick here. We'll take a little sojourn, and then we'll dip our toes in and out of the sporting waters over the next hour, final hour of the show today. And we're going to start on the recruiting trail, as there's a big LSU 2027 quarterback target that is set to make his commitment just a couple of days from now. And it's a bit of an odd one for a few different reasons. First off, geographically, 4-star quarterback Trey Taylor. He's a young kid going into his junior year of high school. So he's in that 27 class. 6'3", 185 from Illinois. His finalists that he's committing to in a couple of days, again, May 1st, going to commit, is Texas A&M, Illinois, Nebraska, and LSU. And I guess the reason why maybe some of this news has me so perplexed, Jake, is of all the 27 quarterbacks, this just feels completely random. Especially because I don't know exactly how it'd be. Look, LSU right now, if you were a 26 quarterback, especially probably, but if you're a young quarterback committed to LSU right now, well, I don't know. It looks like a crowded room. I mean, right? You got. I mean, you have Nuss still here for this year. Then you got Van Buren, who feels like he could maybe be that next guy. He already has SEC experience. You got Colin Hurley in the mix as well. And then in the 27 class, right? I mean, there's going to be Elijah Haven. You're going to be going after Rivers. That you're going to be going after
another Nussmeier.
Another Nussmeier that you're already going after.
There's another top tier quarterback in North Louisiana that's a top 5 quarterback in the country right now.
So then what does that tell us?
Peyton Houston from Evangel.
There's actually 2. Actually, now that I say that, yeah.
So what does that tell us then? If they're this, I mean, I'm surprised then that I guess what I'm saying is I'm kind of surprised that they put in the recruiting effort to get into Trey Taylor's final schools. Now, because of that, I highly doubt this kid comes here. Great if he wants to. Hell yeah. I mean, to be fair, he said he came down to visit and he just fell in love with the campus and the culture and fell in love multiple times. You definitely want guys who want to be here.
You got to stack as many quarterbacks as you can as well. Like you have to. It's a position that's a revolving door. And we were talking about Tyler Shuck earlier, Oregon, Texas Tech, Louisville. Like almost every quarterback that we talked about, Cam Ward, right? Incarnate Word.
Yeah.
Wazoo, Miami.
I think it was like 2 of the 11 all-conference quarterbacks or something started at the school that they got all-conference for.
UCF, Oklahoma, Oregon. I think of the quarterbacks that were drafted, like Jalen Milroe is the outlier now.
Yeah.
The guy that goes to one school. So you got to stack all of these guys. And you're right. Like, so the 27 class is going to be stacked with people that have LSU ties, Louisiana ties, like Elijah Haven, #1 quarterback in that class, right?
And reportedly just like an incredible kid.
Yeah.
Like valedictorian. Everybody brags about him so
Flynn
much.
works with him. He talks about him all the time. So he's a great kid. So, like, he's going to be the #1 quarterback, okay? The #5 quarterback, Peyton Houston, goes to Evangel in Shreveport. All right? The #6 quarterback, Gunnar Rivers. His uncle, Steven, played at LSU.
Yeah, with me.
Right? He's right down the road, Fairhope, Alabama. Colton Nussmeier, the #7 quarterback. Malachi Ziegler, #9 quarterback in this class.
Where's
from
he
Benton,
from?
Louisiana.
From Benton? What?
Right outside of Bossier City. So, T, that's just like people, like those quarterbacks. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
And you got Trey Taylor in there.
Of the top 9 that you've got, I'd say pretty strong ties with.
Yeah, I agree. And yet, a new challenger has entered the arena. 4-star quarterback Trey Taylor out of Illinois. He's going to be announcing on May 1st. Again, it seems like LSU is firmly in the mix here. Though, I think it'd be hard. I mean, look what Luke Altmaier just did at Illinois. You want to stay home, maybe. That could be a great opportunity. Obviously, Bert's got that program way better than I thought they would. I don't know how you're feeling about Nebraska at this point. I'm not entirely sure. I'm a little down on Nebraska right now. Texas A&M feels potentially even more random than LSU. Young quarterback in Marcel Reed, too, looks like a lot of runway before he gives that job up. So we'll see where Taylor ends up going. And then maybe, again, like to Jake's point, though, the more interesting angle on this conversation is how many quarterbacks do you end up signing? What does this do to the rest of the class? And which one of those guys do you end up with? With obviously Elijah Haven being goal #1, though certainly like Peyton Houston, there's a lot of good options there. Can't really go wrong.
It feels like you were going to get, no matter what happens, no matter how it plays out in that recruiting class, you're getting a top 10 quarterback, which is a great feeling.
Yeah.
It's a great place to be. Now, you got to make sure you handle it right because we know recruiting at that position can be tricky. You know, you got to show love to all of them because you just never know how it's going to play out. But again, it feels like with so many strong ties, you're going to get a top 10 quarterback regardless in that class.
Bruh. And you can end the YouTube video. That's a good ending for the YouTube video. Have y'all seen what? That's not true?
No, I just thought it was funny that you're like, I'm going to
Well, it's because
announce on air that we're ending.
You broke the fourth wall.
Yeah, but it's fine. It's because I want to
That's the term I was looking for.
It's because I want to do something else now. Have you all seen Bryce Underwood throw?
He's a large human being.
Have you seen the videos of him in practice?
Yeah.
True. Those are sexy ball.
Well, he's #1 quarterback in the game.
No, I know. But I was kind of over it because I'm like, whatever, dude. It ended up being great for LSU. They got all the funding. You know, it ended up being this huge catalyst where it's kind of like a weird silver liner situation. But then I saw videos of him throwing to Michigan. I'm like, choo.
Well, yeah. I mean,
damn, son.
Yeah. Yeah.
But that's Elijah Haven. So we got another chance.
Yeah.
Got another chance
and
at
also,
it, baby.
like, yeah, the money that you were able to spread throughout your team.
Yeah.
Now, he's a great player. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, you're better without him. No, you want that guy on your team. But you were able to build this roster up. And now it's like you go capitalize off what you were able to spend in this year, and then you get more, and you get more, and then you get one of these quarterbacks we're talking about in 2027.
Yeah. very.
Where's number 19 though? Don't love that. Not a great.
They don't
number.
like that at all.
Not a great
gross number. Kind of a forge your own path number.
I was about to say I don't like it, but that may be
the forge your own path element's kind of cool, right?
Yeah, it's
doing
gross,
his
though.
own thing, but man, prime number. And that high of a prime number, low prime number, okay.
Out of all the teens, though, like
Odd, too.
19's the worst. Out of all the teen numbers, 19. Yeah, that's the worst.
It's not even close.
Yeah, there's not a lot of redeeming qualities. Maybe the fact that 1 + 9 = 10.
No.
I don't know.
And who's
10?
Who's the best number 19?
Johnny Unitas.
Keyshawn Johnson.
Oh, really? Was Unitas 19?
Yeah.
Keyshawn Johnson wore 19, right?
Yeah, Keyshawn wore 19.
Yeah. I had a Keyshawn Johnson. Bucks jersey.
How do you get away with wearing 19 back then? You had if you had it filled up, you could wear it. 'Cause now you can certainly.
I don't know. I'm going to be fascinated to see how Bryce Underwood does year one in Michigan, though, right? I mean, he's definitely going to be the starter. And like we talked about yesterday, so I was looking at on Snaps yesterday, I was looking at draft picks and like which colleges had the most draft picks. I think LSU was tied with a handful of other schools with 7, I think it was. And one of those schools is Michigan, but I don't know, man. Michigan, now I get that they finished strong and everything else, but having Mason Graham, Kenneth Grant, Colston Loveland, Will Johnson for a lot of the season, having an offensive coordinator as a head coach and everything, like, it's kind of a disaster how underachieving that team was in some ways. Especially when you look at how they finished, which credit to them, finishing very strong, beating Ohio State, beating Alabama down the stretch, even without some of those great players. But, like, man, they had a lot of top-level talent. 3 first-round picks to not be better. It's kind of like Ole Miss. Didn't Ole Miss have the 3 first-round picks? Or maybe like it was like 5. No, they had, I think 5 of their 8 picks might have been in the top 3 rounds.
Yeah, Judkins was 2.
That's what it was. 5 of their 8 in the top 3 rounds. They should have made the playoffs.
That's what. So I was talking about it as we were going through the draft, and we kept saying, Ole Miss, Ole Miss, Ole Miss, and I was like, look, that's why their expectation was what it was. Yeah, because they had all this top-end Sunday talent, and I think it was either Budden or EJ. It's like, yeah, but they still had a good year. It's like, kinda.
Not they did it because they lost to Florida with everything on the line.
Yeah, they had playoff robust mentality, and they bust. They didn't get there. So, like, will Ole Miss ever have that much talent all in the same place at the same time?
I do think their new quarterback's going to be even better than Jackson Dart potentially. Is it Austin Simmons? But, yeah, I agree with you. Like, Jared Ivey, Walter Nolan, like the D-line, everything they had assembled, pretty beast. Go to All-Star Toyota Baton Rouge. AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com, guys, is the website. If you need a body shop or a service center, go check out All-Star. It's open to all makes and models right there for Airline and Goodwood, very conveniently located. You get free professional estimates, great lines of communication, and you mention OTB when you go in, you get $250 towards that deductible, okay? Now, what if you're in the market for, oh, and by the way, and if it's like a long fix, you need a rental vehicle, it's right there in the same building. You go see Miss Lee's session, she gets you set up. You can also rent for like a vacation or something with cheaper per-day rental prices. Traditional companies. And look, if you want to buy a new vehicle, maybe a Toyota certified used vehicle, you want to lease, you want to buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1, it's all going down at All-Star right now. Go to AllStarToyotaBatonRouge.com. Yeah, so LSU, Alabama, Florida, Miami, and Michigan all had 7 picks. But again, like Michigan had 3 first-round picks, right? LSU, of course, had a top 5 pick for the 6th time in 7th years. That's the most in that span.
Pretty cool.
Florida had all day 3 picks, which is a bit interesting to me.
Yeah.
Like, so not the top-end talent, but that's still a lot for them to replace off a team that finished very strong.
Yeah, we were deep into the draft, when we finally got the first Florida pick, the first Auburn pick, the first Wisconsin pick. Like some schools that certainly have a lot of desire to be great in football, like deep into the draft before you heard anybody called.
Alabama had their 17th year in a row with a first-round pick. That's pretty insane. Only 7 picks overall, so down a little bit from the past. We mentioned Ole Miss. Oregon had 10. And so here we go, guys. You want to know why these teams are so good? Here's the top 4. And this is maybe why something like Ole Miss kind of disappointed. They had 8 picks. Oregon had 10 picks. The highlight there is something we haven't mentioned here, the Derek Harmon story. So Derek Harmon's mom, the D tackle from Oregon, I guess had health issues her whole life as relating to her brain. She had like 8 brain surgeries.
Mm-hmm.
Harmon talked about what a motivation was for him his whole life, but she was on life support, and he gets drafted, and then he immediately says, I'm going to the hospital to tell my mom. And apparently she fought and stayed long enough to hear his name called, to hear him drafted in the first round of the NFL playoffs, and then she passed on. So literally did everything that she could to stay there till she knew that her race had been run and her son had made it. Very, sad but beautiful.
Yeah.
And touching.
And it's always, when you hear stories about that and somebody fights and they have a goal and they're like, all right, unfortunately, like we know what's going to happen, but I'm going to make it to this. Like I am going to make sure I see this happen. And I always talk about it with my mom's mom. She was sick and she was older, but she was sick and it wasn't going great. And she knew that, time was short and she had not yet met Jackson. And we were in San Diego. And so we didn't, during the season, couldn't really fly back. And so after we played the Cleveland Browns, I think we had a bye week. And so we go straight to Shreveport and go see her. And she met Jackson and just days later passed away. But it was like, it's inspiring. Like when somebody's like, I'm going to fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to fight and I'm going to get to this point. This is going to happen. And then, unfortunately, inevitabilities take over. But just to see somebody fight like that, to be able to share that moment. So it's something that unfortunately he's had to prepare for a long time.
Yeah.
But he'll always have that memory knowing that she knew that he was drafted.
Yes, exactly. He can take that in his heart and take that with him everywhere he goes. So shout out to Derek Harmon, fan. Hope you do great now, obviously. Texas was third on the list, 12 picks, 3 first-rounders. I hate to say it, guys. I know Alondra likes to hear it, but I hate to say it. Texas is back.
Oh, yeah.
Firmly back.
Oh, yeah.
They're back.
Yeah.
I mean, because now they're just getting consistent first-round picks as well.
Yeah. They weren't getting
12 guys
while,
drafted.
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Like, I know you, and this isn't even a Texas thing. I like Sarkisian. I've had
he seems
multiple
great.
conversations
cool.
with him. He's one of my favorite coaches to talk with. And so I get like him being like, they needed the right guy in that position, and they got him.
And he had to go through, a windy path himself to be that right guy.
For sure he did.
But it ended up being the path that, it's the Rascal Flats theory. God bless the broken road that led Sarkisian to Austin. Georgia second on the list, 13 draft picks. I'd say my big takeaway from Georgia having 13 was just that, felt commonplace. Oh, another year with Georgia having 3 first-rounders selected from the defense. Okay, sure. They pretty much do that every year now at this point.
Yeah, not as many offensive players. Now some O-linemen, but that defense.
And O-line was a little disappointing, though. Last year. I mean, I know they're very good individually, obviously, and, they got drafted. But, I would say kind of not unlike how LSU's O-line, when it comes to running the ball, was a bit disappointing despite their immense talent. Where did Frazier end up going?
Frazier.
He went Broncos?
No.
No.
Did he go? He went to Detroit.
Jeez, look at Jake's.
Yeah,
look at
6th
Jake's
round.
draft notes. Absolutely insane.
Let's
5th or 6th.
see here.
Can't control F on those boys. Those are handwritten. He has a handwritten sheaf of papers that he is flipping through right now.
He went to Detroit, in the 5th round, 171. 5th
Okay,
round,
Miles.
Detroit, Miles Frazier. Great spot for him. He fits that Detroit mentality for sure.
Yes, definitely. One of the most confident guys, premier guy. All right, and then what school do you think had the most players drafted?
The Ohio State University.
14 guys. 14 guys. What do you know? National champs, most players drafted. Ties the school records. They had 7 players in the first 45 picks. Just insane levels of talent. 4 first-rounders. Insane levels of talent coming out of Columbus last year. So there it is. Also, in case you're keeping score at home, SEC 79 picks, Big Ten 71, ACC 42, Big 12 31. So, the gap, so clear, so obvious, and going to continue as well.
I agree.
You agree with blue chip ratio? Good. I'm glad I finally brought you over to my side.
Yeah,
It's
I don't think that
been a long and windy road to get you here, but I'm glad you finally have seen the light.
That the SEC and the Big Ten will
Only way you can be a good
continue
team is with blue chip ratio.
to dominate.
Jake just reached those big old fat fingers over and hit my mute button.
Not fat. They're chubby.
Bro, those things is thick
Look,
like
there's
old
not a
boy
lot-
from earlier,
not a lot of
for
extra
sure.
skin on there.
Wreck-It Jake.
Oof. Old boy was a middle school terror.
Oh my God! When we get back, still a Tay-Tay NFL story of the Tay-Tay. Keep it locked.
Off the bench.
Go to centralplumbing.org, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org, guys. Been a years. The Payne family's been solving your plumbing problems. So, call them up. Anything goes wrong, call them up. Okay?
Go ahead.
They've seen it all. They can fix it all. How do you stand the test of time like that over that many decades? How do you continue to grow? Because your customers are happy. Because flat rate pricing, excellent warranty, licensed bond insured employees that they send you information about ahead of time so you can trust who's coming into your home. The quality of the work. It's all there at Central Plumbing, 925-8552, centralplumbing.org, centralplumbing.org.
24/7, 365, weekends, holidays, game day. If you've got an emergency, that number T-Bob gave you, I'll give it to you again, 225-925-8552. That is not only in Central. Do not let the name fool you. It is in the entire greater Baton Rouge area. They can help you no matter how bad the problem is. You can find that number as well on their website, centralplumbing.org.
You work hard every day to pursue a life you love. You put in the time, and it shows. You're forging ahead, chasing a dream, creating something better for the ones you love. You're building your own life, so why not build your own tractor? With John Deere tractors and attachments for almost any need, the Sunshine team can help you do just that. Check out our current promotions and learn more about what it means to be powered by Sunshine at sunequip.com.
You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe in a dream. Believe. You gotta believe. My whole team on wild.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Bend Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343-1111. Your law firm for a lifetime.
Gulf Coast Office Products is a nationally recognized Savin office equipment dealer based right here in Louisiana. Over 100 employees strong, Gulf Coast has the boots on the ground to support all vertical markets, from education, engineering, legal, and finance. With the latest in office technology, from desktop to production segment units, Gulf Coast and Savin have the perfect fit for you. Call 225-756-2644. That's 756-2644 for Gulf Coast Office Products.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Auctioner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Auctioner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
Welcome back to Off the Bench, where the takes are hot and the sports talk is questionable.
Oh, is it questionable, big voice lady? We just did a recruiting segment. Okay?
You do one of those.
Where we broke down quarterback dynamics of the 2027 recruiting class.
In 2 years.
Yeah. So you can SMD, nerd. Trying to come up with like what I could be meaning with that, but I can't come up with it. I can't come up with it. Like shake my or like
I'm just trying.
Yeah. That was a bit crass. Sorry. Guys, I thought I was gonna have like a way to make it not crass and be like, get your head out of the gutter, but nope. Couldn't do it. I failed you all.
Stop making disses.
Okay, yeah. Yes, thank you. God, there we go, Alondra. Hell yes. That's what I meant. You can stop making disses, okay, big voice lady? Stop it right now.
Makes me think of Semi-Pro when he throws him out of the game. What'd I say? You said S my C.
All right, let's go ahead and do a Tay NFL story of the day.
It's time for Tay-Tay's NFL story of the day. Your daily dose of NFL news from Taylor Sharp.
Kind of want to do a little 2-for-1 today because 2 really cool stories coming out of
all right, hit me.
Right after the draft. A guy named Gabriel Taylor. So he's a 5-year player out of Rice, undrafted safety.
Yeah, Gabe Taylor.
Yeah, he's a little small, 5'10", 190. He got invited. He got signed by Washington. Now, why is that important? Well, he's the younger brother.
You tell me.
He's the younger brother of former Redskins safety Sean Taylor, who obviously, his career got cut short. Gabriel Taylor now with Washington. He's going to be there in training camp, and he's actually really good at Rice. I mean, 239 tackles, 10 tackles for a loss, 10 interceptions in 4 seasons. So, he was really good, just a little undersized. So, he's going to be at Washington's training camp as a defensive back, carrying on the legacy of Sean Taylor. And for the Vikings, they
hold on. Is this the second story? Because I want to talk about this first one for a minute.
They kind of are one and the same. The Minnesota Vikings, they are inviting Montego Moss. He has accepted an invite to participate in the Minnesota Vikings rookie minicamp. The son of former Vikings wide receiver Randy Moss. He was from Maine. Obviously, Thad Moss played here at LSU, but yeah, he was really good last year. 61 catches, 722 yards, and 7 touchdowns. So Sean Taylor's younger brother with Washington now at rookie minicamp, and Randy Moss's son at Vikings minicamp.
Damn, has Randy Moss produced 2 NFL tight ends? Or is he a receiver?
This one's a receiver. Okay. But yeah, Montego Moss. He was with Maine.
Montego.
Oh, I like that
Good name, Montego Moss.
Great name. Montego Moss.
So I kind of feel like, and that is a heartwarming story about Taylor. You said
it's his brother. So he was only about 5 years old when Sean died.
Dude. But I feel like in parts the Commanders are doing this as reparations for that statue reveal. Okay, do we remember that? Can you look that up? Look up the Sean Taylor statue reveal right now on Twitter so we can relive what was one of the biggest disasters I've ever seen. And so indicative of why Dan Snyder is such a joke and ran such a joke organization for so long.
Yeah. Good for them for getting a new stadium too. I was there this December for Army Navy. That place is a dump.
Really?
Yeah. Terrible.
I mean, it was literally dumping on its fans.
Yeah.
Look, so here's the big reveal. They hype it up. Sean Taylor, they're going to honor their best player. What?
It's a mannequin. What's not even a mannequin?
What in the equipment room BS is this? I remember doing a wire sculpture in 7th grade. That's what this is. They did a wire sculpture. This is pathetic. It's supposed to be a statue. Not a mannequin. It looks like they went to Dick's and picked this up the day of. Oh, the best part is, I want to say there's all kind of little details, if I'm remembering correctly, where I think the gloves are Reebok. It's a bunch of it's a disaster top to bottom.
So bad.
A mixture of brand, just an absolute disaster.
But to your point though about bringing him in, you're in a 4.38 at his pro day. I mean, I just went over his numbers. Yeah, he's 5'10", 190, but he puts on a little weight. Like, Gabriel Taylor can play.
Hell yeah, man. I hope so. Look, and you know what? Things have changed ever since Dan Snyder got the hell up out of there.
Yeah.
Yep.
Things are looking up.
Yeah, they had.
You don't have no arms, Sha. Yeah, no, I know. It's a wire. It's wire arms. You can't see it as much as anything. It's an just what a disaster, dude.
They had a nice draft, by the way. The Commanders.
Who'd they end up with? Who's going to be helping out JD5 next year?
Well, they got Josh Connerly from Oregon.
Great.
In the
Protect
first
him,
round.
keep him good.
They keep him protected. And then I love their second-round pick of Trey Amos from Louisiana, but obviously played at Ole Miss a year ago. They really needed help at that position. And then they got Jalen Lane from Virginia Tech, receiver, in the 4th round. So
I know much
he was a guy that had really, when you looked around, he had a second-round grade, and they got him in the 4th round. So
damn, son.
He did good. He was pretty explosive down there in the Senior Bowl. Now, not the biggest receiver. I think that's why he probably lasted until the 4th round. He's listed at 5'10".
Now, they
190.
also – where all did commies go in the offseason? Because they added – I mean –
Debo Samuel,
They are
Laramie
snorting
Tunsil.
– yes, that's right. Debo, Tunsil, yeah. Wow. And then you had Connerly, Anderson. Wow. Like, they are snorting that most desirous of drugs if you're a GM, which is an elite rookie quarterback contract.
Yeah.
I mean, it just frees you up to do whatever the hell you want. Push all the chips in, make big moves.
Exactly.
Remember, they traded for Lattimore halfway through the year.
Yep.
So they have him there.
Signed Will Harris from
Yes,
New
grabbed
Orleans
Will
as
Harris.
well. They got Ken Law, defensive lineman.
Oh, they got Javon Kinlaw, too.
They did.
So he was Niners as well, right? Or no?
Niners, Jets now.
Okay,
Commanders,
yeah. Damn. Go commies. You know? I mean, look, don't get me wrong. I'm all about getting shucked. But if I have one other NFC team, is it the commies? Gotta be, right? There'd be no other NFC team that we would cheer for.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out JD5.
Yeah.
AFC, it's still Bengals. Bengals feel kind of uncool to me, though.
Not even the Bush League Bolts.
If I'm being completely honest, the Bengals are kind of uncool to me. Who's your AFC team, Alondra? Do you have one?
Bengals.
Taylor? Bengals?
I can't betray my guy.
I like Josh Allen, too, actually. I find the Bills to be kind of
Yeah,
like...
I
Well,
do like
I would
If I
like
had
the
a
Bills to
second,
have
it'd
their
be
moment in
them.
the sun.
If I had a second, it'd be them, Jake.
Okay,
Nobody's
thank
choosing
you.
the Chargers, bro. Except for
Why?
little brown nose or Alondra over there.
Best uniforms in the NFL.
If I had a second, it would be them. Is such a lie. That's such a lie. Your second would not be the Chargers.
Okay.
Why?
Why would your second be the Chargers?
Why would it not?
Why can't I support my coworker?
Okay,
Yeah.
so but you're doing it to suck up. Then that's all. That's all. I'm just trying to.
If there's anybody that's a suck up in this room, it's me.
What? Don't talk about Taylor that way. You're obviously inferring him. That's mean.
I mean, Chargers have former LSU guys on their team. Like,
who?
Dante Jackson.
Wait.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Shout out Dante. I
on
ain't
their
thought
team.
about Dante Jackson in a long time.
Okay, he's on their
What's up?
team.
It's mean that I quote unquote infer Taylor, that you just made that infer, like you did that yourself, right?
Yes.
But you can just be like, oh, you little brown noser. What's the difference in the two?
Yeah.
What's
What?
the difference in the two, that you're saying it
Somebody
and then
says honk
versus
here.
I'm saying it?
I'm just trying to gaslight everywhere.
Yeah.
I'm trying to determine the reality that I and then Taylor's a brown.
Got it.
She'd eat me and not you.
Yeah. What was that about? Me.
That would taste good. I said it.
You can't say
can't
you're actually
say-
eating the person
Yeah,
themselves. Yeah,
that
you have to say
defeats- You do guys you're a little. You're being weird today.
Bills?
Yeah, dude.
I like
It's
Josh
tough.
Allen.
I mean,
I've always been a big Josh
I
Allen.
find
fan.
the Bills to be pretty damn
And
likable.
I can't go Bengals. That's too obvious. I want to kind of be different.
I think
Bills offer the
Bills.
whitest answer, but
I think
I
think I'm also changing my answer on NFC team.
To who?
Because y'all know I love JD5, but the Detroit Lions.
Do you love Dan Campbell?
I know he's an Aggie. I know it. I know he's an Aggie. But there's also, look, we got Tigers on that team. Former teammate of T-Bob and I. Kelvin Shepard is the defensive coordinator there.
Big true. Maybe it is Lions, actually. I mean,
They got
speaking
Mekhi
of
Wingo,
somebody,
former number 18.
Speaking of somebody I would eat, Panay Sewell. And I do it Hawaiian style, stick an apple in his mouth.
Wow.
Just munch him up.
Going so far as to
Maybe like
sticking
a
an apple in
tasty,
his mouth
like
is
a
crazy.
tasty
This
teriyaki.
does not feel good. This does not feel good.
I do see the vision, though.
Also, Miles Frazier on Detroit. We just mentioned that.
Okay. But, like, we're still cheering for the commies kind.
Yeah.
In the NFC East.
I mean,
I find myself going for the Commanders.
Me too.
Yeah, it's hard. I mean, how do you not root for Jaden?
How do you not root for Jaden?
Yeah.
If he was on any other team, I would.
Shut up, Cowboys.
Yeah, shut up. Nobody likes you.
Nobody cares about you. You took a
Every
guy
time you open
Alabama
your
in the
mouth,
first round.
I just want to take a crap down your
Cares?
throat.
Jeez.
Just be quiet.
Wow.
Idiot. What happened to those substantive trades?
T-Bob, I told you he was full of crap.
Substantive. That's a
Substantive. A trade with substance, which is every trade.
Did he trade at all?
No. He doesn't do anything. He was going to be selectively aggressive, whatever the hell that means. He did that by getting Javonte Williams and Miles Sanders. So congrats there, bud.
There it is.
Y'all's receiver room is some dookie.
The running back room's dookie. Jake, basically everything is.
Who has Brandon Cooks now? Does the Saints have Brandon
Yes.
Cooks again?
Saints have Brandon Cooks.
Let's go. Yes. We are back, baby.
Yeah.
More OTB next.
Off the bench.
TrashRangers.com, guys. Go to TrashRangers.com. If you need somebody to handle your residential pickup, well, guess what? You're lucky, man. If you live in Livingston or Sid's, it is, because you get to make a choice, and you should go with the local guys who give a damn, who are more efficient, who are your neighbors. The people who will text you the day before it's your day to remind you to put out the cans so you can finally get your stupid, nagging husband off your back. But some of us are forced into city contracts, and that sucks. But if you're a business owner and you need front load dumpsters emptied 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, even 6 days a week, Trash Rangers got you. You need a front load dumpster, a big roll off dumpster, like 10, 15, 30 yards. They got you. Doing a little spring cleaning, great prices. Such an easy process. Rent from Trash Rangers, TrashRangers.com.
Yeah, and that's in the entire greater Baton Rouge area with those roll-off dumpsters. And like T says, 3 different sizes to choose from. Give them a call. They'll make sure you have the right size. 225-363-9053.
Man, age is just a number. Don't let it dictate how you feel. Goodwood Bend Sexual Wellness has anti-aging services that can help you look and feel your best. Visit yourgoodwood.com and discover a renewed sense of vitality.
The Windsor Senior Living Community in Mandeville, Louisiana is a beautiful, vibrant apartment community geared towards seniors. They are nestled right in the heart of Mandeville, where seniors live a more carefree lifestyle in spacious apartments with the peace of mind that comes from having a little extra help. Call the Windsor at 985-624-8040 to schedule a lunch and tour. Come see how the Windsor can be your passport to peace of mind.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
At Auctioner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one. You. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
These ice cubes could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they cradle and cool the crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Nicely done, ice cubes.
Family owned and community driven.
Service Chevrolet Cadillac, a legacy you can trust since 1972. Service Chevrolet Cadillac, our family serving your family.
For over 50 years.
Crime has serious consequences, but anyone can make a mistake. If you find yourself in trouble with the law, know that you have rights, and it's okay to demand them. The law offices of O.C. Brown are here to protect you and your rights. Felony or misdemeanor, DUI or drug charge. No matter what crime you're accused of, you still have rights. Let the law offices of O.C. Brown uphold them. Call 225-343.
Back at it, where sports talk meets pure chaos. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back, OTB. Hey, so I should have mentioned this during Pelican Roof, but how about this? Pelican Roofing is doing their second annual Run with Rufus event. This is where Pelican runs a 5K every day along a major traffic corridor wearing the Pelican mascot outfit, Rufus, to help generate donations for someone in need. This year's recipient is Rachel Steen, a single mom who's diagnosed with cancer and had her upper teeth, upper jaw, palate, and part of her nasal cavity removed due to the cancer. And because insurance is the scum of the earth, God, this pissed me off. They deemed the reconstructive surgery as cosmetic. Yeah. So a very good cause, guys. We're a little over halfway to the goal of 19,000. You can donate at runwithrufus.com. That's Run with Rufus. Rufus spelled R-O-O-F-U-S. Rufus. Runwithrufus.com. Support a great cause, guys. Thoughts and prayers to Rachel. Keep kicking ass. We're about to go give right now. All right. Wait, guys. Did this game happen? I know it was sold out, but did the Clemson game happen? The Savannah Bananas Clemson game?
Yeah, they played. Yeah.
80,000 plus people at a Savannah Bananas game. Meaning, if you are a Savannah Banana player or a party animal, Taylor, major party animal vibes.
Yep.
Do you have a party animal jersey? I can't remember.
Yeah. I love it. I wore it the day after.
Unbelievable. Yes. Yes. But if you are one of those players, you have now played in front of a bigger crowd than any MLB players.
Yeah.
And there's no way that an MLB player is going to beat you unless you do some sort of gimmick game. Shout out to the Bananas, dude.
I mean, it's what they've done. 80,000 people to watch an exhibition baseball game, like a Harlem Globetrotters, basically on the diamond baseball game, which is incredible.
Especially in this age of entertainment where there's a million things jockeying for your mind share, and it's like, again, there's just like a bit like how do you stand out? I thought in this age of entertainment that we were too desensitized to something Globetrotter-like to ever have it take off. Now, I guess what I didn't realize is it's kind of perfect for social media in a lot of ways. But Joe Pompliano is one of the best Twitter follows on like sports and business. And listen to this tweet from Joe. The Savannah Bananas are the best story in sports. Owner Jesse Cole and his wife Emily went $1.8 million into debt to start the team. They now have a broadcast deal with ESPN and will sell 2 million tickets this year. This includes sold-out games in 18 MLB ballparks and 4 football stadiums: Tampa, Clemson, Nashville, and Charlotte.
I mean, look at what they did when they came to the box.
The Bananas, it's kind of crazy that it came to the box now when you look at this schedule, right? The Bananas accomplished this by doing what's best for its fans. Ticket prices start at $25, including food and drinks. The Bananas eliminated all in-stadium advertising. They built a secondary market ticket platform to keep resale costs down, and the team implemented a pay-your-taxes policy, meaning a $30 shirt truly costs $30. Despite receiving investment offers every day, Jesse and his wife still own 100% of the business and are now launching something even bigger. Unreal. Shout out to the Bananas. And everybody, I did not get to go, but everybody I heard that did go said it was an amazing time. Nookie says $1.8 million in debt is a loan. I mean, I guess so. I don't know how you get that loan approved. No idea. Taylor, did you actually go?
Yeah, I was there.
Okay. So you're the one, and it was awesome?
Yeah, it was great. It was one of those things where it's like, if you're looking in the wrong spot, you're going to miss something because every single second of the action, like there's like 4 different things going on. Like I would go again and like you'd see something you didn't see like the previous time just because there's that much to look at.
Yeah.
2-hour time limit on the game. So like even if the game's not over, they end it. But they played a full 9 innings in 2 hours.
Did you catch a ball to get an out? Because if you catch a foul ball, that's an out, right?
That is an out, yeah.
It's a great rule. It's a great rule.
That should be a rule in regular baseball. I love that.
Well, no, that's an awful idea, but it's a great rule.
I love that rule.
Mm-hmm. Shout out to the Bananas, dude. All right,
a guy hit the ball on stilts, took off running to first.
Stilts guy's good.
Yeah.
Stilts guy's good. When we get back, let's close out the show with a little Ask the Bench.
Off the bench.
Just told you about All-Star, and I'm going to do it again because every day here at All-Star we are brought to you. They've been a proud sponsor for OTB, a big sponsor for OTB. That's why it's not thrice, not once, but twice that we talk about All-Star every day. And so if you need a brand new vehicle, go check out some of the great deals that we got going in right now. You get super great trade-in value on your current vehicle. Go ahead and upgrade to a new one. Or maybe you look at like a Toyota certified used vehicle where you still get great prices, but you still get that warranty as well. We can lease. Again, our buy 3 tires, get the 4th for $1 deal is going down right now. And as always, if you need a body shop or a service center, All-Star is the best mention OTB when you go in for some savings. Go to allstartoyotabatonrouge.com today.
Yep, go to the website and see what you can buy new, see what you can lease, and always check out what you can rent. The best part about it is everything's available in all 3 of those processes. So go to the website today, see what fits your needs, your lifestyle, get it done. They're going to make sure it gets done. allstartoyotabatonrouge.com.
Baton Rouge's home for real rock. It's Eagle 98.1. Foo Fighters. Led Zeppelin. AC/DC. Pearl Jam. And the flagship home for LSU sports. Take us anywhere with the Eagle 98.1 app. Eagle 98.1 is the rock station.
At Bayou Automotive, we believe in a sales process that puts you first. We want you to experience an easy purchase with clear pricing and great service. Let Bayou Ford and Bayou Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram be your trusted partners in finding your perfect vehicle. The crew at Bayou Automotive is going to do right by you.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary, for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded, because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.
ED, low T, or simply seeking to optimize your health and performance? Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness offers a range of discreet services to address your specific needs. We empower men to reclaim their health and confidence. Visit yourgoodwood.com.
These are the luckiest ice cubes in the world. They could have been a thankless bed for an all-you-can-eat salad bar. But instead, they've been called upon to cradle and cool a crisp, refreshing Dos Equis. Huh. Looks like the lucky just got luckier. Dos Equis.
At Ochsner, we know healing is a team sport. That's why we've partnered with world-renowned orthopedic surgeon Dr. James Andrews to create the Ochsner Andrews Orthopedics and Sports Medicine Institute. Whether you're a professional athlete or a weekend warrior, our team of specialists are dedicated to getting you back in the game. So whatever your reasons are for reaching your personal best, we've only got one: you. Ochsner Andrews Institute. Long live you.
It's not just a game, it's a religion. You've got your team colors, team swag, and now your very own website, LouisianaSports.net. Everything LSU.
Welcome to the 7th ranked morning sports show in America. Off the bench with Hester and T-Bob.
What's happening, y'all? Welcome back. OTB. Oh my gosh. This tweet has 6.2 million views. This person that just tweeted me versus 100 busty Latinas. And I think of funny things like that. Also, I'm willing to take that fight. Try me. Ask the bench. Could the Bananas beat the White Sox?
No.
No, God, no. White Sox would smash the Bananas.
Ask the bench. If Tyler Shuck pans out, can we create a super gas station and call it Shuckies? It's a great idea, Jay Pizzle. Tyler Shuck's camp. Like going on.
Yeah, because it doesn't look like Shuck.
No. It's birthday month. What are the plans? Celebrate.
Like, I want to go, and I wanted to have a trip because it's a, unfortunately, stuff at Elite going on right now, like good stuff, like great stuff, but I just don't really have the time. So, you know, I told Katie, I was like, look, all that I really want is a dinner date with no kids.
Hell yeah.
We haven't had one of those in years.
Yeah.
So I would, that's all I want. My mom's going to be in town, so that's how I'm going to celebrate.
Nice.
Oh.
With the missus, just us two.
Ask the bench. Any tips to make a 5+ hour flight less miserable?
Xanax.
Retro Bowl.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Take you a Xanax, bro.
I just play Retro Bowl on
Retro Bowl's
flights.
great.
That's all I do.
Oh my God, dude. We had the best flight back. We didn't have any kids with us.
Oh, hell yeah.
I was chilling. Sleep, waking up. Fall asleep, waking up. Ask the bench. If you were fighting in a
A sword.
Yeah, I mean, sword.
It's tough to get away from a great sword,
Right?
but like.
If I'm good at a bow and arrow, like one of those old ones.
Yeah, but if somebody gets in you tight, you gotta.
Yeah.
You know, you gotta make.
But if I'm at a
Be like a
distance, I'm like,
flail. Badass sword.
Yeah, give me a sword or that thing. I don't know what it's called, but it's like a ball that's on a chain. It has spikes.
I like a big Hal beer, too, like the Swiss guards use.
Yeah.
Ask him.
Yeah.
Tahini on the rim.
Yes. With Casamigos in it. Don Julio, if I'm being bougie.
I don't care, whatever. I mean, I'm typically going to drink whiskey or a beer, so.
Yeah. I do love a spicy marg, too, though.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah.
Some jalapeno. Love a good spicy marg.
I'll have a spicy marg with Chris Doring.
I would, too.
He'd have 7.
Good.
Same.
And I'd have him for. Is that what they used to call it? 7 minutes of heaven?
Yeah.
Back in the day?
Yeah.
Playing spin the bottle and
Yeah, you
stuff.
go in the closet, 7 minutes of heaven.
Go Tommy's, GEAUXTommy's.com. You and Hardy Plank Vinyl Siding, Wood or Vinyl Windows. You want any type of door, you want to go to Tommy's. Your exterior home improvement experts, specialists, integrity, dependability, professionalism, reliability. That's all the words that define Tommy's. And look, man, that's why they've taken home the Angie Service Award every year they've been in existence. So check them out today. Save money, lifetime warranties, energy efficient options. Take your home to the next level. Schedule that reliable window installation by going to GEAUXTommy's.com.
How about this, T-Bob? Just came down the wire for the Falcons defensive coordinator. You know, his son prank calling Shedeur Sanders. The NFL is fining him $100,000 and fining the Atlanta Falcons $250,000.
Oh my!
For failing to prevent the disclosure of confidential information distributed to the club in advance of the NFL draft.
That feels like a bit much.
$350,000 prank call.
If I didn't beat my kid's ass before,
I would now.
Damn.
Whoa, 100 G's.
He would not be getting an allowance for a minute.
What a dumbass.
dude. Oh my God. Sheesh. That's crazy.
That feels a little excessive, but yeah,
That
stupid
is
on
a
the
little excessive.
stupid on the
That is a little
guy.
excessive.
Stupid on the guy to do it, but
I like it. Pisses me off. We've waited on that phone call our entire life. We've worked our entire life to get to that moment, and your little ass thinks that you are entitled enough to pick up the phone and get a little, social media hit, a little laugh out loud. Bro, I've been waiting on this call my whole life. It happened to like 4 different players, but what are you doing?
Oof. That's a lot of money, Bo. Okay, see you tomorrow, guys.
Off the bench.
Goodwood men's sexual wellness. By the way, one of the questions we didn't get to was burritos or pita wraps. Get the hell up out of here, bro. Come on now. Your brain must not be working. Maybe you
Bro, I love pita bread, but
yeah, I love pita bread too. But come on now.
Love pita bread, but burritos? Come on, man.
Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? You need to be thinking straight. You need to get into Goodwood and let them take your labs. Make sure you're all good to go. And if you're not, maybe you're low T, maybe if you're old, maybe you're suffering from ED, maybe you just don't have the libido you used to. Well, guess what? We're going to customize a plan to get you where you want to be. In the long-term studies, the data that we have coming in now on hormone replacement therapy is fantastic, y'all. But again, maybe that's you, maybe it's not. What is for you is reaching your full potential with Goodwood Men's Sexual Wellness. Go to yourgoodwood.com, yourgoodwood.com.
There it is, the extra mile, on the border of expected and extraordinary for those willing to go further, like vans customized for work or play, with safety and tech to keep you connected, supported by a 5-star sales, service, and finance team, and backed by the 1-star you know. So go the extra mile. It's never crowded because so few have what it takes to go there. Mercedes-Benz Vans.